You gotta want to do it. You gotta want to go to the gym. You gotta want to dance. You could lose weight without going to the gym. You could lose weight by sitting on your ass and doing nothing. Sure. This is about what you're eating. You know what I mean? Calories in versus calories out.
Yep. As you drink a
Coca-Cola time.
As you drink Coca-Cola, and we got these cookie wads sitting in the middle of
just
the
sitting here, just staring at us.
It's the weekend. I've been eating ground beef, rice.
Calorie talk. I'm about to stick my face in one of those cookies.
I love, this is the perfect thing. We're like, we're going to be in a calorie deficit. And we're gonna count calories, or we're gonna eat fucking stuffed cookies.
Pay attention to my calorie talk while I'm sitting behind these cookie mountains.
This should prove my point. This should prove this.
All these just pasta sauces.
This should absolutely prove my point. There's no sugar in those sweet sauces.
There you go.
At Key Ford, being community-driven means putting people first every single day. From the moment you walk in, their team is focused on making your experience hassle-free with transparent pricing, honest guidance, and no pressure. Just straightforward service and some of the best deals around. Whether you're shopping for a new Ford or a dependable pre-owned vehicle, Key Ford is committed to helping you find the right fit without the stress. If you're ready for a better dealership experience, stop by Key Ford and see what community-driven really feels like. Catch great food, cold drinks, live music, and good vibes at Captain's Harvey's Lake, the newest entertainment spot on the lake. With a beer garden, fun games, and a laid-back atmosphere, it's the perfect place to relax with friends. Head to Captain's at Harvey's Lake and make your next night out one to remember. Welcome to DiMattia's Food Fight Podcast, brought to you by Key Ford of Exeter. Connecting the community, one food fight at a time. I'm your host, Brian DiMattia. We're here at Conversion Works Media in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. I'm here with my Dancing with the Stars partner, Heather, the Dancing Queen, Reed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Welcome to Food Fight.
I'm very excited to be here.
I'm glad you're here too. We have a big week coming up.
Yes, we do. Saturday.
This episode's going to be out next week. So that means in 2 days, we will be dancing on stage at the Kirby Center.
Yes.
I cannot wait.
Yes.
This is not your first time dancing.
No, this is my second year, so it's exciting. Last year, I was with David. It was so much fun. We had a blast. Kiss Theater is great. We talk about all the time, when we practice, it's important for us to dive into these kids' atmospheres, giving back to them, making sure that they always have an outlet to go places, and KISS is doing just that by continuously raising money so that way these kids can put on these shows and have somewhere to go, have somewhere to put that drive, and not out on the streets, being in trouble or not doing something they shouldn't be doing.
I agree.
So they're in there being active, doing something that they love, and if we can do that as professional dancers or dancers in the community, and you guys as we have like teachers and other social media stars or real estate, them giving back to, it just starts with us. It starts with the adults laying down that foundation. If we can do that, that's exactly what we're going to do. And, KISS Theater is doing just that. I think last year we raised like a lot of money, so I'm hoping we can do that again this year.
That's great. $1 at a time.
Yeah, $1 at a time. One dance at a time.
Yeah, one dance at a time, $1 at a time. A lot of my friends bought tickets, so
awesome,
there's going to be a lot of people there. I'm sure they're going to be able selling out, everything like that. So, I went last year. That was my first time going there last year. And I'm standing there. I went to see my buddy Mondo. Money Mondo was on the show a few episodes ago. Man, great episode, great conversation that we had. But when I saw him post that he was doing it last year, I'm like, there's no way I cannot go see him dance. So I bought tickets and we went. I remember standing there, and for that year, Chris Blahinski, right? He was the EMC or the DJ. And he walked by me and he looks at me. He goes, "Why aren't you dancing?" I'm like, "I don't know, bro. I'll dance next year." And however, everything lined up and they were like that. And we got the call. And I got to dance. But I remember sitting there watching everybody dance and all the hard work that put into it. Then the kids come on and they dance and they're all into it, and everyone's in the crowd and the Kirby Center's going crazy. You know what I mean? It was the energy was such a great time. There was great snacks out there by Matt Moss. Moss Farms Matt brought out some great snacks out there. You know what I mean? Cookies everywhere. Yeah. I came back to my chair. I was with my ex-girlfriend at the time. She goes, "Where'd you get that?" I go, "There's snacks out there." She goes, oh my, I go, yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot of snacks out
They
there.
had a lot of good snacks in the dressing room too. I can't eat before I perform though, so I didn't get to really dive into it. But let me tell you something. I've heard great things about the dressing room food.
We're gonna have to do a food review
Yeah,
back there.
yes,
kind
we
of
will.
relax a little bit. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering now, because you shut me down the other day when I said, I didn't think about the lights or the people in the crowd when I was doing the ring announcing it. Oh, you're like, it's gonna be different at the Kirby Center. I'm like, shit. Just
Yeah.
tell me the truth. What am I going to be expecting when, not giving anything away, when I come up, when we were on the stage and I turn around and I see those lights, you say, I'm not going to see people. But I know they're going to be there looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
Is that worse than not seeing them?
Me personally,
Yes.
no. I don't think that that's worse. I prefer not to see them because if I can't see their face, I'm up there at that point. I have faith in my training. I have faith in us. I have faith in my skill that I'm going to go up there now at that point on Saturday and just have fun. I can't change anything. I can't make anything better. I can't make anything worse. I can only now go up there and have fun and do what I have to do. So I don't want to see their faces. As long as I'm up there having a good time and you're up there having a good time and the judges I can see the judges. So as long as they're up there having a good time and we're up there having a good time, then I know the crowd's going to have a good time. So I don't need to see their faces. I can hear them. And that's what's going to keep driving me and keep going when I hear, to be honest, if I can point out one voice and one voice only, it's going to be my mom. And once you hear that, you're going to hear that one voice and you're just going to be like, shit, I could do this. Like, this is fun. And that's what, the lights hit, the music hits.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's a different type of adrenaline.
The routine that you came up with and the music you came up with. And at first I didn't realize what we were doing. And then you looked at me and I go, what happened to the first idea you had? You're like, this is about you, right? I'm like, I didn't think about it that, but it's still about us, about the kids, about From Kids Theater. It's about the charity that we're raising for. But the event, the dance itself is about you and I doing that.
You have to be comfortable.
Yes.
So
we're going on 9th.
9.
That means we're not gonna have any.
That
That means we're not gonna have any fucking snacks
Yeah.
before. I'm wondering if I'm gonna go into the same way I feel before tournaments that day. Probably. I'll bring some Tums. I'm gonna bring the Tums.
It's okay.
The Tums dilute the adrenaline that we're swallowing. I never realized that we're literally like the over, like getting ready for like battle, getting ready for a tournament. You're an MMA girl too, you know what I mean? So you know what that's like to compete at that level. And it's just like people, just a local tournament. I'm like, what do you mean by a local tournament? Every tournament's local to somebody. I go, I still got to go there and compete. I mean, it's me and this guy, man in the arena. You know, me and Marty Flynn talked about that. The man in the arena. You know, it's just, if you don't compete and do stuff like that, like, there's going to be someone that's going to come up to you one day and be like, your dance was good. However, that dance was great. That one part you messed up. Instead of being like, that dance was great, man, you crushed it. But that was going to be that one person that wants to just
dim the light.
Dim the light.
Yep.
The one it's always raining.
Yep.
I always say that about
Misery loves company.
Some
We
people,
talk about that.
Some people, it's fucking always raining.
Yep. And you can't change that.
You can't. So I'm wondering now. So back to the adrenaline thing. So the adrenaline glands, you start getting fired up. You start getting nervous. You get ready for battle. It's your body getting ready for battle. But you're swallowing. You're literally swallowing that extra adrenaline from your glands into your belly. And it's just fucking everything up in there. I realize that Tums make that feel. I literally, before.
Tums, that's a good, duly noted.
Before the boxing matches, when I did the announcing, I don't know what it was. I went for lunch. I came home and I had about hours ready to go there. And all of a sudden, I just got like a thought in my head. I'm like, my stomach was just like, hang on a second. It's turned sour. Yep. And I'm just like, it's
that nerves.
Yeah, it is. And I never
especially when you're stepping out of that comfort zone, you're like, like when you can step into like different rings, for me, it's going to be that I'm most comfortable going on that stage.
Right.
So when I get on there, that's when I'm at my most ease. But prior to that, I'm not, because I'm not at my most comfortable state. I'm not on that stage yet. I haven't performed. That music hasn't hit. I haven't gotten to be up there with you. So it's that that anxiety that I don't want to go up there and like the what if when you sit there like, well, what if this happens? What if the music cuts out? What if this happens? What if like I trip over my own feet? It's always going to be that what if. So like that adrenaline where you're just like sitting there. So I don't like to sit. I don't like to sit there and be in my thoughts.
Waiting's the worst.
Just waiting in the worst.
Yeah.
So I like to go out and see what the other dancers are doing. Like, I like to see them put in their hard work and see how, they did last year. Like last year, Rich did, the Wicked. That was so much fun to see. And it's so fun for us being, the professionals to see what other different professionals are doing, how they, perceive their partner, how they work together. Because you can tell a lot by when they're up there dancing, if they're having a good time, if they're not. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting. Like, for us, that's what I like to do. I like to go out there and watch, because that's, again, I'm watching somebody at their most comfortable state. And they're happy up there. Whether you could be shit in the bed, not doing the dance at all, but you're up there having the time of your life, and I'm happy. That's cool.
I'm looking forward to watching everyone.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch everyone.
Yeah, it's fun.
We're 9 out of 11, right?
Yes.
That's good though.
Yes.
Whatever. 9 out. You know what's great about that is, well, the judges were going to forget us anyways.
No.
But now they're not going to.
No. Ever.
I'm going to pump them up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got to hold. It's going to be great. We
got to put a muzzle on them.
I just saw the judges. I'm like, oh, that's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
And then Erin is the MC.
Yes.
Me and her go way back.
Yes.
We worked that. We had the pleasure of working at Red Lobster together.
She's amazing.
Oh, her and her sister Nicole. Oh yeah, she is.
Yes,
she is.
They're
So
amazing.
I actually reached out to her the other day. I'm so happy that we're going to reconnect after all these years in the way we're going to.
Yeah.
And then I want to have those girls on come on the show for talk about the cycle yard.
Yeah. I give it to Kiss Theater. They haven't, their celebrities that they choose, they're great. Mm-hmm. There hasn't been, at least in my 2 years, there hasn't been really any complaints. It's a good time. It's a great time. It's so much fun.
When you end of the day,
I would love to know how they pick the people. How do they go through who's a celebrity? I would just love to know, is there a pool? Do
I don't
people
know.
Submit? I would love to know. Asking for the friends.
Yeah,
We'll
I'm just
people.
glad somebody called me.
Yeah.
I was glad somebody called me. Tim calling me is like, "Do you want to do Dancing Stars?" I was already saying yes before the phone answered.
I had only been home maybe a couple months, and one of the other professionals, her name's Alyssa, her and I go way back. We grew up together in the dancing world, here in Pennsylvania. So when she called, she was like, hey, Kiss Theater is doing this fundraising, they need more professionals. Is this something you'd be interested in doing? And at this point, I'd been done dancing maybe.
This is last year?
Yeah, maybe 7-8 months, and I was kind of starting to get in that rut of I was I was trying to find that love for it to get back into it, but it was just really, really hard. And then she had messaged me and was like, let's do, you should do this. And I had so much fun last year. It was the time of my life, even reconnecting with her and, all the dancers and stuff like that. It's a different type of love for it.
And then when you danced last year, when you started practicing, so you said you stopped dancing for 8 months.
Yeah, I wasn't. So when I moved back home, so I was dancing when I was in Florida.
Yes. That's what we're going to get to right now.
Yes.
We're going to circle back. I mean, to cut you off.
Yeah.
We're going to circle back to what made you lose that passion, because that happens.
It does.
The things that we love that much.
Yes.
For me, for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, sometimes, MMA, man. I mean, I don't know. I never wanted to quit, but there's times where I just didn't want to train.
Yeah.
And that's
there's no drive for it.
Yeah, it's what's missing. So let's rewind all the way back.
Yeah.
Dancing in Pennsylvania, dancing in this area.
Yes.
When did you start? Let's go right to the beginning and go all the way to Disney and get there. Please.
So I started at I was kind of late to the game. Most dancers, they typically start, their mom puts them in at, 2, 3. I was kind of late to the game. I wanted to do karate. I wanted to follow my brother's footsteps. So I was kind of in the karate realm. And oddly enough, I started to become actually really good at it and started winning. And I was done being called. Now my brother and I are 4 years apart. So when we would go to these tournaments, I wasn't Heather. I was, oh, that's Kyle's little sister. Oh, that's Kyle's little sister. Even now at my big old age, we go to tournaments and they'll be like, Kyle's little sister. Now I love it. When I was younger, I was like, I'm my own person.
My name is fucking Heather.
Yeah, and I went home to my mom and I was like, I don't want to be Kyle's little sister. I want to be Heather. I don't want to do karate anymore. I'm done. I want to find something. How old were you? I had to be 7 or 8.
It's about time where you maybe old enough to be
separated,
start finding your own identity as well.
So I said, I want to try dance, and we had gotten into David Blight. And unfortunately my mom had gotten sick. So, that came, first. And at that point, I was already dancing with the Sixers. So I had auditioned for them through one of my friends. Her mom was like, I was really big into like the hip hop dance. And my friend, Michaela at the time, she was dancing for their Sixers junior team. And she was like, her mom went to my mom and was like, I think she would love this. I think this is like really a good fit for her. She should come. I went, I auditioned. I loved it. I fell in love with the team. I ended up making the team. I would do summer camps with them. So when my mom got sick, the only thing that I kept was the Sixers, because that was like one thing I was like, I can't give that up. Like I can give up anything in this world. I'm not giving up dancing on that court. There's no, even dancing in Disney World, I will tell you right now, there is no better feeling than stepping on that arena. And the place they're not even here to see me. They're here to see like, at the time it would be Andre Iguodala, like the big names. Mm-hmm. And they're still erupting. And that feeling is insane. And there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And they're looking at me. Not here to see me, but they're looking. And it was like electrifying. And I would say to my mom, like, I can't give that up. So I was still dancing with them.
How old were you when you danced with the Sixers?
I started when I was like 9, and I was fairly young. So I did their junior team. So they have a really great program. They had like a mini team. So they had like younger girls. They had a junior team, and then they had a pre-pro team, which would then transition and audition into their adult like dance team. So I had done it from 8, and I want to say I was probably until I was about 14, 15. And then the program kind of just faded out. And it was kind of no more. They more angled to just the adults, which was fine.
What was the reason for that, you think?
I'm not too sure. I don't really know. It would have been, my own personal opinion, I would have loved to see it flourish. Again, I think it's another one of those things that like having an outlet, especially in Philadelphia, like it's just, dance is expensive. That's another thing I don't think people realize. Like, that's why I had to take the break, because it's expensive. It's like you got to pay for costumes, and then you got to pay for the private lessons, and then group dances and rhinestoning and extra ballet classes and all the hair and makeup and the dance shoes that break every other day. So it's expensive. So having that outlet and having something for the kids to do, it would have just been great, I think, for the area. Now they're one of the choreographers that was running the team. Her name's Dana. She runs a kind of program like that where there's different teams, and they have like a mini team, a junior team, and then a kind of older team. And they go to the Sixers games, they go to Globetrotters games, they go to like different events, and they dance, and it's great. It's awesome. But, circling back, the Sixers, it was a really great way they did it. Like they waited till the end of the season. They gave us like, it wasn't like they were like, give us all your costumes back. Like we got to keep everything. Like they were so nice about it. I'm still very close with, Debbie Appalucci, who was running the program, Dana, who I'm still very close with. It just sucks. But, and then I had stopped dancing, and I was still doing the Sixers, but I had to be like 13, and I said to my mom, and she was starting to feel better, I was like, I kind of want to go back to competing. And at the time, I was like, I wanted to find like a new atmosphere, I didn't want to go to a studio where it was going to be all about competing or, who's friends with who or anything like that. I wanted to start somewhere where nobody really knew who I was. There wasn't any like, oh, she left or,
why is she back now?
I didn't want any of that. And I didn't want, any of the dancers that had been working so hard for them to feel any certain way if I came back and was like, oh, well, I'm ready to take my spot back. Like, that would have just been ungrateful on my end. So I didn't feel like that was the right move for me to do for them either. And I wasn't going to put anybody in that situation. And it's just, I just wanted a brand new fresh start. So my mom had found Spotlight Dance Studio over in Pittston, who was ran by Christina. And I literally, I'm not even kidding, I would go there at either 2:30, right when I would get out of school, or it would be 9 p.m. I didn't want anybody there, and I didn't want anybody to.
These were for your private lessons for yourself?
Yes, I didn't want. I didn't want the pressure on it. I wanted to just go and dance. If I made the decision to compete, then that was on me. If I made the decision to perform at recital, then that was on me. At that point, I just wanted to train. So whatever Christina was teaching me, that's what I wanted.
Let's talk about that for a second. Are there a lot of schools that pressure people into dancing, into the type of stuff?
I wouldn't
or
say.
Am I getting the wrong? Am I understanding
I wouldn't
that
say
wrong?
pressure, but I definitely in the dance world, it's like anticipated for you to compete. So in the dance world, it's like when you're young, you do the recital and it's cute and it's fun and mom brings you flowers. And then you watch the older girls who are bringing home like the big trophies and they're winning money and all that stuff. And you're like, well, mom, I want to do that. And then that's when like the competing, because at the end of the day, yes, you compete in a studio, but at the end of the day, and you're solo, that's an individual event. I'm not on there with anybody else. My score only matters to me. So And that's hard at that age, especially for young girls. That's a very girls struggle. You know, we hear tons of you see dance moms, right? That's a prime example. Like when they're that age, like that's a tough age for girls.
Dance moms, cheer moms.
Yes, that's a tough age.
The sport, even like the baseball dads.
Yes.
Like,
It's a tough age,
My
that
son's
attitude.
my son's gonna be an all-star. Your son's 8.
Yes.
He can hit the baseball.
Yes.
So you spend $10,000 on private lessons for his baseball. Let him be a kid a little bit.
Yes, and the pressure, I am very thankful. I didn't have the pressure for me and my parents wasn't you need to compete and you need to win. It was, okay, if you want to compete, that's fine, but you're going to work for it. Mm-hmm. I'm not paying for you to compete and you're going to half-ass this shit. And we're going to go up there and we're going to, lose every single time we're going to a dance competition. Like that's not what we're going to go back to the drawing board. We're going to train. We're going to get back to the basics. So in the dance world, it's kind of assumed that once you hit a certain age, you go and you compete. And that can be tough for that age, especially when you go to that solo to group. It's hard. Even adults, it's kind of hard for us to divide, friendship and work. And, it's hard. It's hard for us. So can you imagine being 10, 13, 10, 11, 12, 13 of a young going through puberty and then having to navigate like, okay, I have to worry about myself and my solo, but then also worry about my group. But little Susie's in my group, but little Susie's also in my solo division and I want to win.
Right.
So little Susie might be sad. And that's a tough, and then again, I'm going to take a very hot take right now. A lot of sports that get ruined by parents.
Yes. I cannot agree more.
Yes.
Ryan, you with us on that?
100%.
You see it differently than I see it. I know you have
Yes, a bonus baby.
bonus baby.
Yes.
So you're involved with it as well.
Yes.
I see it when it comes to the tournaments. We go to the jiu-jitsu with the little kids. Now, our parents are great for our kids, but they get into it more than the kids get into it. And it's hard to coach when I'm yelling, hey, Heather, bridge. And then you got the parents behind us saying the opposite.
Yes.
Because they don't know. They
Yes.
don't understand. Or just do this, do that. They think it's easier.
Yes.
I love it when a couple parents joined the gym and started taking jiu-jitsu and they start getting wrecked and like,
Yes.
oh my God. I go, you see? It's not easy for your boys
Yes.
either. Oh God, they're great. Yeah, they know what I'm
Yes.
talking about. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But yes, I agree, Heather. It's Brian. How much do you see it in outside sports, hockey, right? For your kids?
So yeah, my guy's still little. He's 8. He just started playing ice hockey now. He's been doing the deck hockey down here.
Oh, you get it. That's an expensive
Toyota
sport,
Sports,
so
yeah, no shit.
yeah. That's an expensive sport.
I played 25 years ago through high school and like in college for a little bit, and like it was expensive then.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like they're great, in all honesty. The parents down there at the deck hockey, the Toyota Sportsplex, what a great program. My daughter with soccer, that is like next level.
The parents get
How old's your
nasty.
daughter?
She's 10.
Think about that.
She just turned 10.
10-year-old kids.
I actually
I get it competitive in this. I get it.
I will sit and like I said, I coached soccer, like my younger sister, and then I coached soccer for like 13 years. But when I had my kids, I was like, I just want to be dad. Like, I don't want to coach. I'm going to sit back and watch. But I normally remain very quiet at those things because my daughter's 10 years old. If she was going to be playing for the women's national team in the Women's World Cup, I'd know it by
Hustle.
now.
Yeah.
I'd know it by now. And so it's not that. None of these kids are that.
Mm-hmm.
But I literally got into an argument with, it was probably a grandfather. Like, these are kids. They're bumping.
Yeah.
They're it's sports. That's how it goes. But the direction push them back, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bud, they're 9 years old.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Yes.
You know?
Yep.
And then,
Yes.
well, they're doing it to them. And, you know, they're playing.
Relax. Yeah, relax.
If I was a referee, I wouldn't call it either.
Right.
It's perfectly fine. Like,
Yes.
did you play soccer? Do you know the rules? Tell me what's offsides. Tell me what this is.
I can't tell you
Shut
shit.
the fuck up and watch.
Yeah. Yes.
Brian's
Yes.
getting fired up. I love it.
Clap for
Yep.
your granddaughter.
Yeah.
you know?
Yes. Just be happy to
have
be there.
fun.
Happy they're in a sport.
Yeah.
Happy
Coaches, other coaches with the kids jiu-jitsu, like
Yeah.
coaching, you know, come on, you know, help this, like encouragement. Break her arm.
Yes.
Took her neck out.
Yeah.
Now
No, relax, bro. Yo, you
Yes.
relax. And like Tyler
Yes.
gets fired up. I get fired up. Like, I gotta breathe.
But
Yes.
so many kids get pushed out of youth sports. It's unfortunate.
It is.
By their parents.
It
Yes.
is.
I
Parents and coaches.
Yeah.
Parents and coaches.
Yeah.
Same, like we coached my father and I coached girls. My younger sister, she's 28, but you know, when they were younger, we coached them. We had a girl that was on our team. The parents came to us and said, "You guys don't take this serious enough." And I gave my usual speech, you know. These girls aren't going to be playing professional soccer.
Yes.
You know, they're having fun.
Yes.
They were 9 or 8
Yes.
at the time, right? We want more. We want more. And they went and they took the girl. This is intramural soccer.
They
by the
want
way. This is
more.
not-
They
this
want
is
more
not-
what?
This is not high school. This is
Yeah.
intramural soccer, like with the Pittston Stoners, you know, where the kids play for fun.
Is that the name of the team?
Yes.
Yeah, the Pittston.
Yes.
It was the Keystoners.
That's
been
called
their
the
name for,
Pittston
like,
Stoners.
years,
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, okay.
that's another story in and of
Pittston
itself.
Stoners.
Take your team to a tournament somewhere. Stoners, you know, got it all the time. But so like they took the little girl off our team. They put her on a boys' team because they thought she was gonna be something. You know, the kid quit within a year.
Yes.
You know,
Oh,
So it's like,
that's
Yeah.
that's too much.
like you're running your kids. Like I
Yes.
always say that I want the best for my kid. Yeah, would it be awesome if my
You gotta
son
watch
fucking-
out for them,
Would
though.
it be awesome if my
Yes.
son makes it to the
Yeah.
NHL? Holy
Yeah.
fuck, that would be
Yes.
great.
You
But
know what's best
I
for your
kinda
son
know.
sometimes, you know? Yeah.
I kind of know.
Yeah.
I'm just, you do
Yes.
this. If he comes to me tomorrow and goes, Dad, I want to drive a race car. I'm like,
All right.
okay.
We'll get you one of those
Yeah,
little four.
let's
We'll get one of
go
those little
nuts.
4x4s.
Let's go nuts. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. No, I was very thankful though.
That was a
'cause-
good topic. Let's keep up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful. My parents were never that. Like my parents were just like, if we're gonna put you in something, you just don't half-ass it. So
Exactly.
if we're gonna do something, we're gonna full throttle it. We're not quitters. You know, we go through cycles. You know, dance is weird. It's not like it's like a 6-week program. Like so, my mom would take it literally even up until I graduated in increments because I had stated I wanted this to be my profession. So whether that meant opening my own dance studio, whether that meant my professional career of doing, you know, at that point I was starting to, you know, dive a little bit into Disney and what they were about, and what they were, you know, how much they do, and you know, whether it be cruise lines or other amusement parks or even going across seas and going to like Hong Kong or anything like that. I started to dive a little bit in there, but my mom still took it in like 6 months. Like, are you happy? Is this something you want to do? Are you content with, you know, what the schedule? Is this like, because we're not going to do another 6 months if in 2 months you're going to be like, all right, I want to
burned
live
out.
my senior year. Like,
Yeah.
I want to, you know, but I was also very thankful that I didn't have any coaches that really diminished that. Like I started at David Blight and then I went to Spotlight, and, you know, I can't recommend, Spotlight's not around anymore, but I can't recommend, you know, Candace and David Blight, you know, enough to people, or, you know, there's tons of different dance studios around here that are just awesome and all have the same purpose. You know, there's Courtney Langdon, there's Candace and them. It's
There's
just
like three of them. There's like three
it's
in
Jenna
Old Forge.
Lombardo.
It's like
She
three
does
in
a great
Old Forge.
nonprofit. I
Yeah.
will plug that in there. Jenna Lombardo does a great nonprofit. With the Sixers, we did Dancing for Life. She does, I'm not entirely too sure what it is, maybe a chance to dance or something like that.
I like that.
Yes, yeah, it's super cute, and she does like Disney
Chance to
theme. It's great. It's really fun. Good for her. She does like a
Yeah.
nonprofit, and that's like another thing, like just getting them like back into it. And I was very thankful that my coaches never really, even my Philadelphia coaches like Joanne McBride, it was always just like, are you happy?
It's good. You got to support your
Yes.
students and your members. Good Tree MMA is a very competitive school. We have MMA fighters, They do kickboxing tournaments. We have a great judo team. They go to nationals. They do all type of tournaments. We go to IBJJF tournaments. My buddy Keenan's getting ready to go to. He'll be while I'm dancing. He'll be at Pans in Florida competing in the afternoon. So I get to watch him compete, and then I get to compete at nighttime. You know what I mean? It's the first year that I won't be with him. We started training together. He came in after me. And he is just, he won Blue Belt Worlds as an IBJJF. He came in second as Purple Belt. I think he won that match. If you watch it, like the way the rules are. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, right? But then, he's a brown belt. He's a brown belt. Like he puts watching somebody put the work in.
Yeah.
In that competitiveness, like you did for your dancing, right? To get where you want to be able to sit back and watch that and have him be that measuring stick for me. But like, I just cannot work him. He just, if I don't even know where to begin.
And those are
like
the best people to keep around you.
He trains every day and he puts the work in and he deserves it. And then there's people that will have the balls to say to him that he doesn't deserve he doesn't earn that stuff. I'm like, you don't watch him training every single day. You know what I mean? Sunday morning, everyone, right? Putting the work in, and his tournaments and his results show it. And then, he lost at Worlds last year in Vegas as a brown belt, and he was up, and then he just got caught, and he lost by on a vantage point, something like that. But like, it was weird because I've seen him win so many times, right? So it's kind of like when I saw him lose that match, I knew immediately that, one, I was like, wow, I didn't believe that. I can't believe that actually happened. I see him win so much, right? But I know what he's already thinking right now. He's already training in his mind to get that win back. And I know he's going to.
Yeah.
I know he's going to. He got in Purple Belt Worlds, the Purple Belt Pans, his first match, this guy was a beast, right? So they're going at it. Keenan's a big boy too. He gets suplexed over his back, Brian. In IBJJF and jiu-jitsu tournaments, you cannot suplex somebody. It just happened the way it happened. But like, you could pick somebody from the back and place them down. You know what I mean, right?
Boom. Place them down.
Lightly, gently place him on the floor.
Boom. But he went
Here
boom.
You go.
And I'm like, oh my God, right? So that guy got DQ'd. Keenan won the match on a disqualification. Keenan rips off 5 wins in a row to get gold. The only thing he was thinking about was that first match. He's like, I don't know if I deserved it. I go, bro, forget about that, man.
That's his fault.
There was 2 minutes left in the match. You don't know what would have happened.
Yeah.
But you fucking won 5 matches in a row.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of competitor he is. The kind of hard worker he is. He was on my show. You met Keenan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keenan was on my show, and he went into his recovery story, and like, I knew that story. We talked about that in the mats more than once.
Yeah.
And talk about changing your life around. And he's going to Pans the 28th, and he's going to bring gold home.
So are you.
We're going to fucking bring gold home.
So are we.
Fuck yeah, we're going to we're going to put the trophy right here on the food fight
Yes,
set.
you are.
Yeah, we are. It's going to be a really good time. So I lost where we were. Oh, we're at the competition with the parents, everything like that. At the gym, we're a very competitive school. But you wouldn't know it when you walked in because a lot of people come in that are experienced and like, oh, I like a black belt came in. He just moved to the area. Robert, come back to the gym. Stop cooking at Tammy's kitchen. Get out of the kitchen. His sister owns Tammy's kitchen there. So shout out to there. But he came into the gym and he's training a few classes. You know, the gentleman. He owns a gym down in Florida, something like that, right? And he comes in, he goes, I like that you guys aren't in your face about competitions. I go, you walk in, he goes, oh, you walk in and there's this side of the room where they're just boom, 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 and stone face and all that type of stuff. And you walk in here, everyone's smiling, happy. I go, we keep a very good atmosphere, but maybe you wouldn't know it, but we're a very competitive school. We have competition practices. Yeah. We have the medals hanging up for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, we're a very active school, but we only do it if you want to do it.
Yeah.
So if we go up to one of the coaches and say, hey, Tyler, I want to compete. My friend Gavin, remember Gavin, who sat outside a Saad's Hot Chicken?
Shout out Gavin.
Gavin, he sat outside for 17 hours.
That was insane.
It was cold that night.
Yes.
Like, I love how 2 days before that.
And he was still smiling. It was like 2 p.m. and he was like chippy as can be, like happy to be there.
The 2 days before that were 75 and 80 and sunny. And then that night went back to being winter number 3 for us in this area. But he sat out there for 16, 17 hours. He practiced at the gym. and he sat out there for 17 hours to be number 2
He's built different.
for free.
I don't know if I would have done that for that, but
Yeah, I don't know if I've done.
in that weather, if it was warmer, I could probably,
Yeah.
I could probably
17
talk
hours.
about it. But
It's a good story. Like me and
well, yeah, he's a legend for that.
If I'm gonna sit outside that long, it's
Seven-
gotta have a
I
significant
want my face
number of
on that
zeros
mural.
after it.
Yeah, I want my
Not
face
chicken.
somewhere all
he gets
over
free
that
number
building.
1 every day.
That's fantastic
For a year,
Like
yep.
I said, if I'm sitting outside that long, it's gotta have a lot
I got
of
a number.
zeros.
I got a number 1 last
Yeah.
night. It was $10.50. I'd rather pay that than sit outside for 17 hours.
every day or like once
Every
a
day.
week.
Oh, every day.
Yeah.
And he comes. No, so every day, and he comes.
I was saying, you like hot chicken
he's
like that?
Yeah. He's 8. So he's 18.
Oh,
All
so
right.
he's got the
He's
metabolism
18.
fucking
He's
crunch.
18.
He's got a stomach of steel.
He's 18. He's almost done with his schooling. He does his high school like homeschoolings for himself, right? Then he works. He works his ass off.
Yeah.
Then he comes to the gym for 3:30, and he'll come in. He'll eat whatever he brings with him. Then he'll hit the bag and all that type of stuff, and then he coaches the kids class with us. But now he comes in, gets the chicken, then he comes in. I go, I no chicken. He goes, I can't eat it today. I can't eat it today. So their goal is
He's
to
already
get
tapping out.
yeah, their goal is to get you sick of it, and also bring more people with you. And you're gonna want to coke. You're gonna want to coke with that Assad chicken. You know, French fries need to be fresh every time. I'm not saying that about anyone in particular, but French fries need to be fresh every single time.
That
Do
felt
not
direct.
fucking give me French fries that are sitting there for an hour.
Yeah. Give me fresh food in general.
Yeah, but the French fries. But what happens? The chicken sandwich is fantastic, right? It's great. I'm talking about the French fries.
Then you go with the soggy fries.
They weren't even soggy. They were mixed in with new and old. Like it was like Lon John Silver's doing that. Lon John Silver's giving you old waffle fries with new waffle fries. How does that even? I know how it happens. But we don't. So what I was getting at, I digress. What I was getting at is that we encourage. We don't force competition anyways. We absolutely encourage
Yeah.
it. And then when you say to us that, hey, I want to compete, now the Coach Brian comes out.
Yeah.
Coach Gavin comes.
Yeah.
Coach Tyler comes out.
Yeah.
Coach Tyler comes out. Comp's getting ready to go.
Yeah.
So the training is different.
Yeah.
And that's when some people could get the pressure put on them. I'm talking from experience.
Yeah.
I go from relaxing and flowing and training really well and progressing in my jiu-jitsu to
Not
being
stressing.
like, hey, I want to compete. Okay, great. 3 months away. Now it's like, Tyler's, I'm being critiqued, I'm being watched, but in reality, I'm asking for that, and it really isn't that bad.
Yeah.
So I try to not tell them I'm competing
Yeah.
until like we're leaving. You're competing? I'm like, yeah, I signed up the other day. You didn't tell me this. I'm like, yeah, but I'm ready.
Yeah, right.
That's my new goal for this year. We're gonna go to Boston this year.
Oh, okay.
I think we're going to Boston for the first time, so that should
Yeah.
that should be a good time. Okay, so now you are digging into Disney
Yes.
cruise ships. You mentioned, right?
Yes.
I almost got on a cruise ship. How cool would it have been to dance on a cruise ship for like 3 months?
Yeah.
I almost applied to be a casino dealer
Yeah.
on a cruise ship once.
Yeah.
That would have been really, really cool. I think that would be the best time to do that. Would be like a 6-month contract, get rid of my apartment
Yeah.
so I don't have to pay rent while I'm not there. Live on the ship for 6 months with the idea of getting a new apartment when you get
Yeah.
home. That's a good way to bank some money.
Yeah.
It never happened though. That would have been fucking a blast.
Yeah.
Did you do that at a cruise at all?
No, so I was auditioning. That's like another reason why the love for dance kind of diminished, because when you step out of, when you compete, it's like all about you. So like it's all about if my toes are pointed, it's all about like my technique. When I go to an audition, I'm auditioning for something. They're looking for a specific something. When you go into an audition, they already know what they're looking for. You just have to fit that part and be good enough to fit that part. So in my head, I would stress like I knew I was good enough. I knew I could always dance. I could always figure it out. But it was that part of like not looking the part, or in the dance world, there's a lot of 5'3", 5'4" brunettes. So I'm not really standing out much really in a dance room. So what was going to make me stand out? And for a long time, I couldn't figure out what that was. I would get no after no after no after no. And at one point, I looked at my mom and I was like, the fuck am I doing this for?
How old are you at that time?
I had to be 19.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a little bit older. I was
Older, but still 19's.
still young. I'm
19's
still
young.
trying to figure out. I was in college and like I just wanted to dance. I didn't want to be in college. I wanted to dance. I wanted to do something with dance. And my mom kind of After a lot of no's, I sat her down and I was like, I want to do this. Like, I need a year. Give me a year. I'm taking a leave from school. Give me a year. Let me audition for a full year. I'll audition. If that means I got to go to an audition once a month, whether that be, and my poor parents, if an audition was in Florida, we were flying to Florida. If an audition was in New York, we were driving to New York. If it was in Philly, we were driving to Philly. If it was in Boston, we were driving to Boston. My poor mother put so many miles on her minivan just driving me to auditions just to be told no. And that to me, like, I would get in the car and I would be like, and I, like, thank God my mom never was like, came here for nothing. Like, good on you. She was always like, all right, what's next?
Great coach. That's a great coach.
She's always in my corner. And we have a rule in my family is you have 24 hours to be sad. Mm-hmm. After 24 hours, what are you sad for? You need to figure it out. Not saying you got to figure it out on your own, but you got 24 hours to be sad, whether that means sit there and cry for the whole 24 hours, go hit the mitts, with my brother, whether it be go and just a drive or just sit there in silence. I got 24 hours to do that. After 24 hours, I got to figure it out with my family. I got to get the fuck up and get to it, whether that be, and for a whole year, it was hard to, when you get to the end of the year, you're like, okay, maybe I'm not what I was always caked up to be. And I went to New York. There was one last audition, and I had just re-enlisted in LCCC, so I was getting ready to start the fall semester, and there was one last audition, and it was for the Disney College program, and I'd already submitted my application for the college program. I was already back in, submitted for school. I was like, there's one last audition. I'm going to give it a try. My mom was like, cool. We're going to go down the night before. We're going to make sure that you are you wake up, you're ready. You're not going to wake up. So the day before, we went down. It was a Friday. We went down after school. And I got in the car. We drove down. I took a couple dance classes at Broadway Dance Center. And I remember before I was leaving, they were talking. It was like a prep for audition class. And the guy had said, he was like, the only way to secure you don't get that job is by not showing up. So I knew tomorrow, the next day, if I didn't show up, that's the only way I was not getting into that place. So I just had to show up. I was already one step, as long as I showed up, I was already one step into that door. Then I just had to dance just good enough. And I was just going to keep on trucking. And it's through auditions, it's not just like you show up, you dance, you leave, they call you. You show up, sometimes they will look at how you look. Cut. You're not what we're looking for. And that's like a hard to like, as a female, like I'm not saying, but as a female, like to go, and that's a pivotal age to go in there and like, sometime it'd be like male or female, like look you up and down and be like, yeah, next. And you're like, damn. Like,
let me dance at least.
I'm like, yes. Yeah. So like, and that's the hard part.
Dance.
Yes, let me, and that's not just what, like, that's not, thankfully Disney doesn't run auditions like that. They let you dance and then they get to the nit and grit of it. They at least let you dance. There's some organizations and there's some shows and there's some, things that they look at you first. And if you're not what they're looking for, whether that be the right hair color, they could be looking for blondes. And I got brown hair. They could be looking for somebody who's 5'11", and I'm 5'3". Mm-hmm. They could be looking for somebody who's 5 foot, and that's just not it. They could be looking for somebody who weighs 100 pounds, and that's not it. They could be looking for it. It does not matter. So unfortunately, that diminishes it. So I was not confident going into this audition, and I went into the prep, and he had said that, and I was like, hell yeah. Like, hell yeah. If I don't show up tomorrow, like, yeah, no shit, I'm not going to get it. I got to show up. And as long as I show up, I'm already doing more than maybe the next person who decided not to show up. So, and that morning I locked in. I was like, I'm not leaving here without something. And thankfully, like, you walk in, they let you dance, and they kind of do a type deal. So like, if you're like, you get the yes, you go one way. If you get the no, you go one way. Okay. So they hit you with one of these. And I got the yes, and I was like, and I had already been through like a couple yeses at this point prior audition, so I knew not to get excited. And then you got to the last round and they were like, okay, we'll let you know. And I had at that point for the past year had not gotten to that point yet. I was always cut, whether it been, they let me dance and then they got to what I looked like and they were like, no. Or there was times where I would just walk in and they would be like, no. Or there was times where like I would make it all the way through the look, through the past, and then we would just be sitting there and they would be like, okay, well, we're only looking for males. And you're like, okay, could have told me that 2 hours ago, or not even like let me dance.
Right.
So it sucks. And I went in.
That's the time. Like if you're looking for a guy,
Yeah.
why is there girls here?
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah. It's just sometimes they don't know what they're looking for, and then they'll go through and they'll be like, oh well.
I go, yeah, I can understand that.
It's just, it's a very diminishing role.
Let me ask you. I agree. Let me ask you a question. This seems similar. Pretty much, you're losing out on an audition.
Yeah.
Kind of like losing a match.
Yeah.
Like a karate match, jiu-jitsu match, right? We are our own worst critics, enemies, because like the way your mother supported you. What's next? What's next? It's how my coaches support me. Because as a blue belt, I've lost a lot of spend a lot of money. IBJFs going to Connecticut, Las Vegas, New York, New Jersey. Those tournaments are $200 a piece just to enter, just to do gi. And then you're there all weekend. Like I want to do no gi too, so it's $287 sometimes.
Yep.
I go out there, I fucking lose the first match.
Yep.
Like next day, get up, lose the first match. It kept happening over and over again. And it's like, why do I keep doing it?
Why am I showing up?
Yeah, because I kept on fucking losing.
Yep.
Because you kept on being told no.
Yep.
I'm not going to fucking take no for an answer. I'm going to keep moving forward.
Yes.
Until I get what I want to get.
I literally said to my mom, I was like, these people are going to get sick of seeing me. They're going to have to give me a job. They're going to get sick and tired of seeing my face and my resume come across this table. They just have to. And I went through that whole audition process, and I walked out to my mom. And my mom always, as I got older, she kind of realized, like, knew when to, like, kind of say something or not say something. And we played it safe. She played it safe. She was like, how was it? And I was like, I was very still in shock. Because at that point, for a whole year, I was like, this could be it. Like, this could be my shot that I can go to Disney. I'm actually good enough. I'm what my training, what my parents, like, everything, all the money and hard work that they've put into this, like, my parents' time away from each other with my mom traveling with me, like, it'll be worth something. We went to dinner, and I looked at my mom, and I was like, I think I did it. And, like, I pulled out the paper that they gave me, and she was like, and it literally said it was like, you'll hear back within, like, a week or two, whatever. And that next day, I was teaching dance at Spotlight, and the email came across my phone. And my immediate reaction was to start crying because I was like, I have to leave my hometown and I have to leave my family. Like that was, I hadn't thought about that yet. I just like got the email and I was like, oh shit.
What was do you remember the exact feeling?
To be honest, sad. I was like, damn, like then it went immediate, like I was immediately like, oh my God, I have to leave my family. Because at this point, my mom was starting to battle with her liver issues. Okay. So I was starting to like kind of like see that it could start deteriorating. So I was sad, and I had called my brother, who is like, I have 2 siblings. So I have my sister, who's like when I'm emotional and like need like a good cry, I'm gonna go to my sister. When I need somebody to be like,
toughen up,
get it together, put on your big girl pants, and like we gonna figure it out. I call my brother, and I'm like, I got accepted into Disney and I'm moving in February. And like he was so excited. He was like, dude, this is what you've been waiting for. Like all that hard work, like what are you crying for? He could not understand it. He was like, I'm not understanding like what is so sad about this. He's like, this is amazing. And that right there kind of lit the fire back underneath me. I was like, yeah, no, this is exactly what I wanted. Like, this is what
and your mother wanted nothing more than that.
Nothing more. And when my mom even got her sickest and she was having her liver transplant, I remember being in Animal Kingdom. I was hanging out with the chipmunks, and my phone was ringing. And I was like, oh, no, it's okay. And it was like, I kept getting them. And I was like, and my family loved to call. So that was our main form of communication when I was away, was FaceTime. I would call them. I stubbed my toe, I'd call them. Like, I just missed them. Mm-hmm. So I would go through and I would just call them. And I was getting missed calls. And then I saw my aunt call. And she doesn't really ever call. And
you're like, oh, okay, let me see what's going on.
I came off set and I'm all sweaty and gross. And I'm like so happy. And then I saw that she had called and she basically was like, I think you should... nobody else is going to say this, but I think maybe you should come visit home. Like, I think now's a good time. And I had texted my dad, and I was like, I want to come home. And he was like, no, like, Disney's where you're supposed to be. Like, this is your job. Like, you're on an internship. Like, that's basically not an option. And I kept going through my sets, and there was a lady that came through to meet the characters, and she was battling with a liver transplant. She had just gotten one, so this was like her first trip back, and she had met us, and I went back into the dressing room, and I knew nobody was going to fly me home because nobody wanted to upset my dad. They kind of wanted to abide by whatever his wishes were at that point. Whatever he wanted was going to happen. So I called my godfather, which is his brother, and I was like, I want to come home. I want to be home with Mom. Like, I just need 2 days. We can figure it out for 2 days. If there's nothing that I can do, the doctor is like, whatever, I'll go back home. And I flew home, and within 2 hours, there was a liver on its way, getting ready to be, transported in. And it's just, without her, and that's what, like, that lights that fire underneath me, because like her favorite place to be is watching me dance. She will tell you that. She can't watch my brother, in his fights or anything. My mom will watch outside of the door. I'm not kidding. Like peek in and be like, because she's that parent that will scream and yell like, "Don't touch my baby boy!" Like,
oh my god,
yes,
oh my god,
yeah.
oh my god, oh my god.
Where my
mother, oh my god, oh my god.
Yes.
Every punch is the knockout punch. Oh my god.
Yes, that is my mom to a T. So she like watches like in between. Now my dad is very much a karate dad. My dad will sit like next to the I always say like you could just see him peering over everybody. My dad's a very tall man, and you just see his arms crossed, like lasered in, like laser focused. It's just but now when I dance, he's in the back corner, like kind of like very timid, like kind of where my mom is very like honed in on me, like, okay, this is the part that's coming up. I know it's a big move. It's a different dynamic with my parents. So that lit a fire underneath me. It made me want to keep doing it, keep auditioning. And, when I moved to Florida, I was like, well, maybe I was having so much, like when I tell you, I love my job now. I love being a corporate girly. There is no other job like working for Disney. And people can say all the time, like, I'm sure you hear bad reviews, whatever, like you see on YouTube. I am not on that train. I will drink the Disney Kool-Aid till the day is long.
I had a good time when I was there.
There is no other, like, as a person, some people only get to go to Disney one time in their entire life. And they're getting to come see my friends that I'm hanging out with that day. And they waited 2.5 hours to hang out with my friend. That's amazing. And they come and they hug me and they, like, do all this stuff. And they go, like, I've just made their whole entire year. And there is no other feeling than meeting like those, children, those being in that environment. And I mean, it's Disney World. How could you, like, it's Disney. Like, on my break, I would go get a Mickey bar. Like, it's Disney. Like,
Disney, you owe me a fucking turkey leg.
Yeah,
Sorry.
What? In that heat with the turkey leg?
Well, the idea was to do, we went to all the parks that day.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a turkey leg review in front of the castle.
Okay.
Well, guess what happened?
There's no turkey legs.
The lady in front of me got the last one at the castle. We passed the other ones out all day long. I did a shitty hot dog review in front of the castle. Disappointing. Womp, womp, womp. But it was still Disney.
Yes.
And I was there for 14 hours, 40,000 steps in. I had a blast.
Yes. It's exhilarating. Like, there's no other feeling than, like, clocking in and being like, this is the best day of my life.
Genoa Wholesale Foods, supplying quality since 1947. For over 75 years, Genoa Wholesale Foods has been your trusted partner for premium food supplies. Specializing in services to pizzerias, Genoa also caters to restaurants, bakeries, delis, and bars throughout northeastern Pennsylvania. They proudly offer a blend of both private label and national brands, helping you find the perfect products to meet your restaurant needs. With local deliveries and the care of a family-owned business, they are committed to making your success their priority. Choose Genoa Wholesale Foods for reliable, top-quality restaurant supplies that keep your business running smoothly. Genoa Wholesale Foods, locally owned and operated for 3 generations. Call Genoa today at 570-823-6142 or visit them online at www.genoafoods.com. Take us through a day at Disney for yourself. Take us through a day for your work when you worked with Disney.
You would clock in, you would go through costuming of whoever you were hanging out with the day.
Well, you keep saying that, hanging out. So what are you talking about?
It's the jargon, dude. It's what they call it.
Tell me.
I can say it. right?
Yeah, I think I don't. Yeah, it's like when you like. So I would hang out with Chip and Dale and Pooh Bear and all that. That's
Were you
like,
one of them, or you? Just,
I feel like I just can't say that due to.
Do you want me to say it for you?
Yeah, sure.
Can I say it for you? She was in the costumes.
Okay, I love it.
Side plug.
What was your favorite?
Disney, don't sue me.
Okay, we can stop talking about it. What was your favorite? What was your favorite costume to be in?
Pooh Bear.
Oh yeah.
So like, so
I love that.
easily Pooh Bear. Easily. There is like, everybody loves the bear. They're so soft. Now with the chipmunks, everybody was rough with them. Like they're like, oh, they're crazy chipmunks from like the show. So they would come in with crazy chaotic energy. Pooh Bear, like they came in really gently. So like I could be having like a lazy Saturday and they'd be like,
Okay, Pooh.
hi, Pooh Bear.
Okay, Pooh.
Are you having a good day, Pooh Bear? Like, they talk to me like I'm a kindergartner. And
Oh,
I'm
it's
like,
great.
I'm cool with it. Like, it's 7 a.m. and that's fine. You want to talk to me like I'm 6? Cool. Like, that's fine. You want to pet my, sure. That's fine. Whatever makes you happy. And I had great leadership. Like, there wasn't really.
So important.
It is, especially when you're in that role, because it's
Anywhere
a lot.
you are. Anywhere you are.
It's a lot. Your body, that's a lot of weight. I don't think that's another thing people don't realize. Like though they weigh a lot. They weigh a lot. And it's not like people think like, oh, there's a fan on the top of the head. No. No. No.
Even if there was.
There ain't no
That's right.
air coming nowhere.
That's where I'm giggling when she's like, ew, a turkey leg in the Disney heat. And it's like, you're inside a fuzzy garbage can all day long.
A fuzzy garbage can. Yeah, no.
The people that we interacted at, the ones that are in the costume, the ones that are dancing, amazing.
Yeah.
The ones that were stuck inside, like one of the Star Wars rides, they're stuck there all day directing people.
Yeah.
Some of them were really into it.
Yeah.
Some of them were not into
Yeah.
it. Some of them were just like, how are you?
Yeah.
You see what's going on here? I'm like,
Yes.
yeah, it's fucking great. It's fucking fantastic.
Yes.
The guy goes, I've been here all day. I'm like,
Yeah, I don't care.
I go,
I'm here every day, all day, and I love it. Like, I will drink that Kool-Aid juice. Like, I'm cool with it.
I'm videotaping the one thing, and she goes, are you recording the door open? I go, why do you
Yes.
fucking care? She goes, you didn't leave. I didn't curse at her,
Yes.
but she was in character.
Yes.
So she arrested me inside there.
Yes.
Oh, so we were in Star Wars land, or Star Wars world, whatever you want to call it, and they were doing, the stormtroopers were doing the show with Kylo Ren and everyone. Mm-hmm. And me and Tyler, I think we're the only like adults like in the front row with the kids watching. Like I was so into it. I loved it. But I was marked out the whole time I was there the first time. And the stormtrooper comes around with Kylo Ren and the two that goes, come with us. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. So they like pretty much arrested us and walked us to like this one corner. They're asking me for like ID. I'm like, I don't have my, I started giving them like bullshit, like credit cards and stuff like that. And he made a comment. I made a comment back about him. Oh, it was so much fun.
Yes.
Like,
It's immersive.
You've been to Star Wars world?
No, I was.
You Star Wars guy?
Yeah, but
Okay.
like, so I was, the last time I was in Disney World was when I graduated high school 24 years
I've
ago.
been to Disneyland.
Star Wars land.
But
Star
I
Wars
was
world
in-
wasn't there.
We were in Disneyland
All right.
in 2018, and I think they were like still building it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's immersive. It's there. It's like
Plus, I had babies at that time.
Yeah.
Like my
You know-
daughter was 2, my son was like.
Oh,
we're
you
taking my
can't
bonus
enjoy-
baby this
Yeah.
year
We
for the
couldn't
first
go.
time.
That's
We're taking
so
her in
good.
July.
I
So-
looked up. She'll love that.
Yes,
love
yes.
that. I
They
looked-
did Disney last year, but they like I always tell people there's like a difference between doing Disney. So like you could do Disney and like some people stay off property, but like there's no feeling like staying on Disney property like with the
Oh, there was some really cool hotels.
Yes.
When you're on the skylines,
Yes.
you can see some amazing hotels.
Yeah. So we're gonna do the whole
I'll tell you what.
shebang.
We stayed in condos. They're all the same out there, like a big house. And it was only a few miles from Disney.
Yeah.
So it was, we were right in I always say it wrong.
Kissimmee.
Yeah, Kissimmee. So we were right there. And like it was like there was no one at Disney World
Yeah.
when we went there. It was amazing.
Yes.
And
You gotta go at the right time. You can't go during like spring break or
we did
like
the hop. It was March. It was literally, as a matter of fact, we were there 1 year right now because my memories are coming up. So I was there 1 year ago, and we did the Hopper Pass, and we did all the parks in the
Yeah,
same day.
you have to.
Everyone but the King. We didn't go to Wild Kingdom because it started raining out, so we got stuck on Star Wars. But walking around the Epcot, going to the big ball, and like seeing all of the different like the cultures, everything around it was such a good time.
I love Epcot. My my grandparents would come and visit me a lot. So they're annual pass holders, and they have like DVC. So they would come quite frequently when I was thankful. My dad actually visited the most out of everybody. My dad would come and visit my very first shift, like meeting people. One of my trainers came back and they're like, there is a very large man. Like, cause my dad was like my dad had just had like calf surgery. So like he's sitting down and like my dad's like 6'2" and like this big, like got this big old beard.
He's
like,
a little cart.
And he's like, but he's not very friendly looking, if I could be quite frank with you. He doesn't look like somebody who would be waiting in line for an hour to see Pooh Bear, if I had to be honest. So
there's a Hell's Angel waiting for Winnie the Pooh out here.
So she comes back and
He's
she's
waiting
like,
to strike.
hey, so do you have like family? Now at this point I didn't know he was coming. I was like, no, like my dad just had, and now in my head, it couldn't possibly be anybody I knew. And they're like, no, there's like a man persistent on meeting Pooh Bear. Like he knows Pooh Bear's here. And I'm like, and the only person who would have known where I was going to be training would be my roommate. So I was like, no, it can't be my dad. Well, and they do like this big whole like ceremonial thing on your last day of training. So like they let me like open the door and I like look over to my left and there he is, big cheesing on this like jazzy, like, cool. I'm so happy to see you. And I was, they came and visit. My dad would come every month. My grandparents would come a lot. But my grandparents love Epcot. They are the type of people like go to Magic Kingdom. Great. Okay. When we're done, we're going to go to Epcot. Late night dinner. Great. We're going to go to Epcot. Like my grandparents, you will find them near the Epcot ball. There's no way you're not finding my grandfather
so cool.
taking a nice cool nap underneath the ball.
I was surprised by what was inside there.
Yes.
I didn't expect that.
So one of our favorite rides too. Yeah. My dad calls that, there's like a couple rides, your Disney nap rides. So there's the Carousel of Progress, which is over at Magic Kingdom. That's a good 30-minute nap my dad and I will take in the middle of the day. Or if we go to Epcot, we'll do the ball. There used to be the Ellen ride. That was a good one. Take a good 30-minute nap in the AC. Can't beat it.
Like Ellen.
A nap on a Disney ride?
Like Ellen the show, Ellen?
Yes.
I wonder why they closed that down.
Yeah.
That's the happiest.
Yeah, they said no more of you.
Yeah,
you're gone, lady.
Jesus
Now we
Christ.
got the Cosmic Rewind, the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I like
They
that.
took over, yeah.
I like that. We walked through Toy Story Land, all that type of
Awesome,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, what a great time. And then we were in line to meet Chewie,
Yes.
Chewbacca.
Yes.
Chewbacca. And there was this kid just like acting up. I'm like, I go to Tyler, I go, this kid needs fucking burpees.
Yes.
And the
Corporal
girl
punishment.
and the girl that was working in the line, she goes, what is that? I'm like, burpees. So you jump up and down and you do burpees. Oh, sounds like capital punishment.
That's
I'm
what
like,
I just said, capital
I
punishment.
said, I go to where I go, oh my God. I go, is this your kid? I go, your kid probably runs around, does crazy shit because there is no I go to her, no, it's called discipline.
Yes.
Capital punishment. Get the fuck out of
Kids
here.
don't have that nowadays, though. Kids don't have that.
You bring that up, so I'm going to talk about it.
Disney brings out the worst in children.
We've been talking about, remember the Nova Rush?
Yes.
And then Randy, who was a Wilkes-Barre police officer, he's our coach down at Good Tree for striking. He's a Wilkes-Barre police officer. They said they're planning, they have like these websites, they have like their schedule out there.
Yes.
So they're planning something for like Kirby Park tonight.
Yeah, so they've...
I'm going to stop there after I have dinner with my mother. I'm going to fucking guard the land for an hour.
Guard Kirby
Donate some of
Park.
my... I mean, the problem is, Heather, Brian, if I'm there and I see juveniles attacking other juveniles, like legally, I could do something and defend them, but that's just, I'm going to be in jail after
Don't
that.
open that can of worms.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what I keep picturing that video
Of that
from
little
Nova
girl.
of that little girl getting beat up in the toilet. And it's just like, holy shit, right?
It's just like scary. Like it makes you like want to like. I even said like I'm new to the whole like bonus parent era. I'm new to it, but there's even times where like I look around and I'm like, oh my God, like what are these kids on? Like they'll be like 8 and they're just not like.
Is it completely social media's fault? Is it completely what's going on? But what are they doing what are the parents doing when they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, Brian, right? Like what's going on these days? There's
Correct.
Is it fair to say the video I saw this with the guy's like, there's absolutely no discipline for these kids anymore. No. Obviously not everyone, but what's your take, Brian, on that?
I agree that parenting has gotten,
What do they call it? Gentle parenting now?
Yeah.
Just-
like I try and try to be like a little mixture.
A
Of,
little
It's
happy
fair
medium.
because
A little happy medium.
kids are being forced to grow up
you are
more
yeah,
today.
like
There's no,
you said yesterday.
It's social media, no imagination anymore. We did say that yesterday,
Yes.
right?
The problem is it's accountability. There's a lot less of that.
Yeah, even as like
anymore,
parents, like it's
you know?
okay for us to acknowledge like, oh, we may have dropped the ball on this one. Like we can have a different type of like.
They bring their kids in for jiu-jitsu lessons.
Yes.
I need help.
Yes.
The problem is like, you know, like how you said, I would want to jump in to something like that. The problem is when you jump into that, it's now your fault.
Right.
Yes.
And it's like,
Right.
you can't tell my kid what to do. And it's like,
Yeah.
well,
I'm like, I
You
took
clearly
I,
can't
I
either.
tore I
You-
took
it
your
ain't working
I
what you
took,
telling them either,
I
lady.
took your kid off of your son beating up a girl on the ground that was
Yes.
here playing on the play. Like
yeah.
I used
also,
to bring
too, like shame on
so
Nova
fired up for
for,
thinking about
not taking the lead off of other places like that, where it's like,
So like that's been
pay to,
so.
to
pay
get
to
in.
play. Like
You pay to get in.
Skateaway's been locked down
Yeah.
since the 80s,
yeah,
bro.
you pay to get
Yeah.
in. If you don't pay, you can't get in.
Right, that door's a
when,
fortress.
When you're in, you know,
So-
you guys said you have bonus kids. I'm sure you've been to like Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes.
You know, you get the hand stamp.
So
your
I-
kid can't leave if they don't have the same
Yeah,
hand stamp
and
as
it's
you.
just-
you
So
know?
I work for Sky Zone. So when I
Oh,
moved
yeah.
to Disney, yeah. So when I
Right,
moved to
here we go.
Disney,
Yeah.
I was like, you know, Florida's expensive. I'm gonna get that out there for everybody. Florida is up there with New York. Like
Fucking Las Vegas.
it is insane to live out there in Florida, and to everybody knows like you could say whatever you want about like traffic. I'm sure California's worse, but like in Florida there's no traffic like I-4 traffic. You will sit on this, you be going a mile and you're sitting for an hour and a half.
That's insane.
And it's hard. Like when
Oh
you've been
my
in
God.
the heat all day and now I'm sitting in this hot ass car,
It adds 2 hours of your workday.
I'm pissed off. And I get home and I'm not pleasant. My poor roommate, I'm not pleasant. I'm aggravated. I'm hot. I just sat in there. I was just, hanging out with Pooh Bear for 8 hours and now I'm sitting in a hot ass car for another 2 hours. I'm done. So unless you
Hanging
move,
out in Pooh Bear. Is that what you said?
hanging out with Pooh
Oh,
Bear.
I said in Pooh Bear. That would have made more sense. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So when you have to live kind of close to property in order to, so it's just like expensive. But when I would have to I worked up here at Sky Zone, so I transferred down there to a Defy, which is Sky Zone affiliated, and I was working with them, and it was in the middle of Orlando, so like it would be like, I think it's called like West Colonial Drive. So that's like right on, for any of the Floridians know that. It's not a bad neighborhood. It's not a great neighborhood. It's just like a neighborhood. But it's one of those neighborhoods where if you go too far down one way,
Yeah.
it's just, of course, like any neighborhood.
Like leaving the boardwalk in Atlantic City.
Yes. Yeah. Like you don't take your kids past a certain like area, so which is fine. So, but I remember it was like my first night being a manager on duty, and it just got like kids just being crazy. But Sky Zone, they're very like safety's there. They don't want to get sued. They're no dummies. So they're first to be like, we had security like inside the facility, like walking around the trampoline deck and then also walking around the lobby. So there's two. There's one walking around the upper deck where like the lights are off and stuff like that, because we talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the lights are off. Yeah. And I'm telling you right now, from working inside a facility, there are spots on cameras where you can't see. It's inevitable. So having that extra security guard just like walking around up there, which I think that's one thing that they implemented. I think that was one of the changes that they put.
Weekends,
yeah,
no,
something like they implemented.
But not till 7 o'clock, and it's the regional police. I mean, I think they might have changed that to security, but I work with some of the regional police officers at our gym, and they're short staffed to begin with.
Yeah.
Take them out.
Listen, I understand that they have a community, they're part of the community, and they're going to do their best, and I appreciate that, and God bless them for it, right? But their jobs are so hard, and they're spread out so thin.
And like you got to think like there is
it
like
can happen any time there. Why not 4:30 p.m.? The kids are around at 4:30 p.m. They see, there's guards at there at 7, so we'll do it before 7. I'm sorry, that's not enough.
But it goes back to the accountability on the parents' end. Like
100%.
my mom, like I knew. So our rule was like, you can act a fool in the house, but you show your ass outside this house, I'm gonna show my ass bigger. I'm gonna show you like you don't shame my name. That was one thing my parents do not shame my name.
Don't
you go
embarrass
out there,
us.
do not embarrass me. You embarrass me, I'm gonna embarrass you worse. I'm coming to that place that you're at, and I'm hooting and hollering.
When kids could understand that, that may stop them. I remember when I got in trouble. I remember like I'm like, oh my, I just embarrassed the fuck out of my family.
Yeah,
my poor mother.
Yeah, my poor mom.
Why does she have to deal with my bullshit? So now I need to get better to prove to her and everyone else that she didn't raise a fucking bum.
Yeah,
Mom, when she's crying and like, what did I do wrong?
Yes.
As a 35-year-old man, she's crying in the kitchen, asking herself what she did wrong.
Yeah.
I'm like, you didn't do anything wrong, Mom. It was me.
It was me. Yeah.
I made all those choices myself because when I was younger, you raised me right.
Yes.
It's just the choices I wanted to make as an adult, and I got carried away with it.
Kids have no fear nowadays.
But I also, I grew up in the 80s and the 90s.
Not saying you have to fear your parents. I don't fear my parents. I'm going to put that
You should fear consequences of your actions, though, and kids don't do that now. And I was like, give me the iPad or you're grounded for an hour.
Yes.
Or whatever it is. It's just, I don't know. I don't have kids of my own, but like I said, I raised the kids at the gym.
Yeah, I think it's slightly healthy for your kids to be a little bit afraid of you as a
Yeah.
parent.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a respect thing. Like, if they feel like they're like ruling the roost, like they're not gonna. If my kids have no respect for me, how in the hell are they gonna have respect for somebody they don't know?
Right.
And whether that be teachers, coaches, and that's why I think a lot of the coaches even diminish is because they are getting these kids that don't respect or have no discipline to authority figures, and they're like, I don't need to listen to them. Like, I don't even listen to my own mama. Like, I'm not going to listen to you.
Right,
like,
right. There is,
and that's fair. Like, if they're not going to listen to their parent, why should they listen to me?
You're
like,
right. They don't know any better.
They don't know any better. And who am I to come in as like a random person and be like, respect me?
Right. That's what's hard. You coach kids in MMA, right?
So I do the karate.
Right.
So
the karate.
I help out my brother's karate school.
So you coach kids. I coach kids myself, and there's times where kids will literally say to me, "I'm like, I need you to move over to sit by the wall so you stay safer." No, I'm not going to do that. I need you to stand up, go sit by the wall. No, I'm not going to do that. Why? I don't want to. Yeah. All right. I appreciate your honesty, but I go, we're here for a reason.
Yeah.
Either you're going to sit by the wall because I'm telling you to.
Yeah.
Or you're going to do 25 burpees.
Yes.
And then no matter what, those are your two choices.
Yes.
And there's not a third. There's not you going out for your match. I'm going to get your teammate a new opponent who's sitting here paying attention. Mm-hmm. You're going to go stand by the wall. Mm-hmm. Everyone's going to know that you're not doing your rounds.
Yeah.
These are 9-year-old kids. You're going to stand up and go by the wall.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I go, you made your choice.
Yes.
There's consequences to your actions.
Yep.
So I'm not building fear in the gym for the kids. I'm building respect.
Yes.
And if they can respect me, then they can respect the parents as well.
And like, we're just like providing for them, like what their like adult life, like with everybody, like everybody wants to be their own boss. But at some point you do have to, work under somebody. You have to be, you have to work at a pizza parlor, or you have to work at McDonald's.
You have to respect people that are professionals.
Correct.
That aren't, and you're not.
Yes. And I think that's a lot of what a lot of people lack now.
Who's the young gentleman that's helping us for our dance?
Nate.
He literally showed me how to do that part with my dance, and I didn't look at him as how old is he?
Oh no! I think he's 12.
Okay.
13? No, 13.
I thought you were saying, oh no, that we gave the surprise away that we're using him.
No, he's going to be mad at me that I don't know how old he is. I'm going to go 13.
All right, we can make him older. 13, 14, 13 going on 14. But
I don't want to make him too old. I've known him since he was a little boy. I don't want to make him too old.
He's staff, and I go, are you doing the lightsaber wars for the Star Wars? He's like, no, I don't really watch Star Wars. I go, well, that's what the fuck it looks like. Yeah. It was amazing. But we're trying to figure out, they're trying to teach me to do this one part for the dance, and he's explaining it, and he's at that moment in time in that room, this kid is the professional, and I'm the one that looking at him and learning.
Yeah.
And there's no ego in that. There's no bullshit in that. It's like, he knows what he's doing. I don't. Mm-hmm. But there's people, and they're going to be like, I'm not going to listen to this kid.
Yeah, because he's so...
Because he's the kid.
But little do they know that he's done...
professional.
Yeah, little do they know he's been on on a stage more than I probably have in my entire existence.
But that's just that
respect,
respect and difference in there. And in the kids...
And even for you, he had it back to you of like, he didn't treat you like Like he didn't, like, you know, like some kids, they think everything's like funny, you know,
Right.
like he didn't
and
make
to
you
be
feel
like, oh, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, like laugh at you or
Yeah,
anything like
yeah,
that. He
yeah.
has that respect of like,
Yeah.
because he knew like
It's not easy. This is not easy at all.
It's not easy. And you know, like, would you want somebody like we do this to like my bonus baby? We say like, well, how would you feel like if we reverse it? Like, because sometimes for kids it doesn't click until you're like, well, if it was the other way around, like, how would that make you feel?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we don't take that into consideration for a lot of people in this generation. Like, we don't ever take into consideration like how somebody else is going to feel in that situation. I might feel comfortable, and I might think it's funny. Like when like we fall over, like I might think it's funny, but that to you might be like, oh fuck, I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
Like where me, I'm just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool. Like we're going to get it next time. Like, okay, you can continue to keep dropping me. It's okay. Keep dropping me until we get it.
That actually brings me back to what I was telling Tyler last night. I'm like, I go, everything.
Tyler, come here. Let me see you.
I go, everything's going great with this routine. And all of a sudden, I'm not going to give anything away, but all of a sudden she wants to add this one certain thing. Fucking flip, right? So everything's going great. And I'm like, okay. But now it's like, I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want to screw this part up.
You're not
and
going
Tyler
to.
goes to me, he goes, you won't. Keep practicing.
Yes.
And that's my coach.
Yes.
Too.
You won't.
You won't.
That's why I said we got 7 days.
Yeah.
The only way we don't come home with a trophy is by not showing up and going on that stage.
We are. Everyone else is covering the expenses for us. We're gonna win. we are gonna win that choice award.
Yeah. It's going to be fun. It's exciting.
Can't wait to
the
do
kids
it.
are going to love it.
Yeah, I can't wait to do it.
I'm excited to hear the crowd. I hope David comes with his
So that's the
cowbell.
kids' choice award. I'm gonna butter them up.
Yeah, right. We'll start passing.
I might
out pizza.
literally bring bread and butter for
Yep.
them.
Bring them
Yeah.
8 boxes.
I'm
of
gonna have
pizzas.
Luca.
Here you go,
I'm gonna
kids.
have Angelo deliver me pizzas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go, kids.
It's gonna be.
Vote for us.
It's gonna be a great time. We're gonna stack that snack room in there.
Yeah. It'll be exciting.
We got off on a.
We
good,
did.
That was a good conversation.
Yeah.
There's
We're
a lot
doing
of-
good.
There was a lot of perspective on
It's-
and I'm passionate about it because I no longer watch or help take care of my ex-girlfriend's daughter, and I don't even care. I miss her every fucking day, and I do. But we used to go to Nova all the time, twice a week,
Yeah.
and I saw what was going. I don't mean to, but they need to do better.
Yeah.
And if I have to talk about it on my platform because of the kids' safety, I will. They have to do better. You can't have people actually in the comments saying that, oh, well, unless they walk out the emergency exit door, you'll never know. I mean, what are you talking about? Those doors aren't guarded or watched. There might be an alarm. I don't know if that's even a thing, but the
I don't
fact
think
that
it even goes
the
off if you
fact
exit
that
out of it.
the fact that when I'm watching her play and there's one person here, and if I just close my eyes for a second, that exit door is right up that hallway.
Yeah.
And there's nobody watching that. It's in the middle of nowhere, that door.
No.
And the other two doors. Like, I understand, staffing costs money. Everything costs money. I get it. Everything's expensive. But what's more expensive?
That
A child
lawsuit,
running
yeah.
outside? A lawsuit? People coming in and beating up your members. And there's no guards or anything there because there's 2 entrances. We walked in there together. Only person that had to pay and get a sticker on their shirt was the girl,
Yeah.
not the parents.
Yeah.
And then the staff, they're young kids. They're all kids watching other kids.
Yeah.
There's little kids playing in parts of the place where they shouldn't be.
Now, I do agree that, like, I do like that they do hire kind of young, only because, like, you got to think, like, you want some, like, old.
They're gonna run around and, but they got to be attentive though. They
Yes,
need to be.
yes, they need to be properly
know their
trained.
full responsibility.
properly
And
trained.
Sky Zone does
yes.
that.
Oh, yeah. They don't play.
Yeah.
They
It's
don't
just-
play.
There's too many entrances in that
Even
place.
like
There's too much
Defy up in
space.
Scranton, like they're affiliated with Sky Zone as well. Like they have great general managers. Like I think they have a security guard like noon Fridays and Saturdays. Like I think they're very. I'd say the same thing for Sky Zone in Pittston. Like there's one way out, one way in. Same thing for Defy. One way out, one way in.
If I didn't have a personal history of going to that place and a personal investment, actually, they'd probably still go there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just I don't know if I would even share my perspective on it because I don't have children of my own, but I know the ones I coach and the ones that go there. It's just like, again, that video of them just pushing them around
You think
and
if that was like your kid.
being so happy about it.
Or
Yeah,
like,
imagine I
yes.
was there that day when they came in. I would do everything to guard her in any way, and that would mean like I'm going to push you down to the
Yes.
ground if you try to attack
Yeah.
this little girl.
This little- yeah.
Get away from what is wrong with you.
Yeah.
And then just they're getting handcuffed and they're saying this and saying that. It's like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And they're planning more. I guess so. I just get really, really upset with it because I see these little kids.
We go back to
and it
like
just
what we
drives me
always talk
crazy.
about, like the places, like these outlets for kids.
Yes. And now
And,
they
like,
have
we
to worry
need
about it now?
And now, but like, what are we doing as a community to stop that? Like, even our like like our representatives and stuff. Like, what are we doing? You know, I'll call for what it is. Like, everybody in this area, if it was a brand new bar opening it up, they'd be first in line. But if it's a kids facility, oh, it's expensive. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. I don't have the time. You know, we don't have the resources. Or, you know, for example, like my brother loves to do like stuff for the community, does trunk or treats. He used to do Easter egg hunts. Like, there's no, where's the backing on that? Like, all these free events to get the community out there where we can have small businesses come and set up tents, and other children's, like other karate schools, other MMA schools. It doesn't have to be a competition. Why can't we can all eat off the same table. Like, it's okay. We don't have to be selfish about it, but that's the problem nowadays. Us as adults, we're greedy as shit. We don't want this community to grow, these kids to grow, these kids to have an outlet for a place to go. We have a couple MMA schools, we have a couple karate schools, we have KISS Theater, and we have dance studios. What else do we really have?
There are a lot of parks.
There are a lot of parks, but they're even run down.
But exactly, they're run down. But now you have to worry.
And are they even protected? Because you see some of the people that be hanging around the parks.
Now you got to worry about these TikTok takeovers of going to like Kirby Park. So Kirby Park is having, Brian, did you know this? They're having
cameras over there too, don't they?
At Kirby Park?
There's some cameras over in some certain parts, but
I know that one in Kingston has them. The one over on like Church Street.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I take the kids there. That one stays pretty
there's
good.
a lot of there's cleaner parks and
Yes.
there's less cleaner parks.
Yes.
But Kirby Park
has cameras.
Kirby Park is planning a festival for the
Wait, I did see this.
250th year of
Yes.
America, right?
Big concert.
They're expecting 20,000 people there.
Who
And
who
Randy's
is the concert?
talking-
Didn't say yet.
They didn't say? I
And
was
they're-
looking for
and they're
the-
talking about, like, you know, the security that you're going to need there. Like, we were there for fireworks last year. And right when I left, the cops were fighting.
Yes.
6 cops were fighting like 20 children and fighting them.
Yes.
And then when they all got arrested, the parents came to the police station and blamed the cops. I wish I fucking was walking by there because I would have jumped in and helped them. I probably would have jumped
It's
in and
just
helped
like, why? Like, I don't
'Cause they
know.
ne-
Like, I don't understand. Like, just why? That's like always my main question is
set
just
off-
like,
yeah.
why?
Those kids set off fireworks in the park during the fireworks and they got thrown out and they gave a problem with it. And they literally didn't get run out of the park. They squared up to the police.
Yeah.
They were all juveniles, 12, 13, 14. Randy said they squared up to the police. Could you imagine?
You got balls.
How insane is that?
You got balls. I could never. I literally could never.
That's not happening 20 years ago, 15
No.
years ago. That's insane. You
The
know,
the police in our town were allowed to smack us, throw us in the back
Think
of the
about
car,
that.
take us home, and be like, "Your son's an asshole."
yeah.
My mom,
What's the matter with you? We're going. Let's go.
And then we'd get killed.
Yeah, because
Yes.
back then, the parents didn't say, "Oh my God, what the police do to you? What did you do for the police to come there?" 'Cause
Yes.
that's still most cases.
Yes.
That's still most. Don't get me wrong. Our police need to be. I know a lot of good cops, and there's bad people in every profession.
Good cops,
there's bad
bad
MMA
cops,
coaches.
good
there's
doctors,
MMA
bad doctors.
You know, there's bad podcast producers. Luckily, Brian's not one of them. You know,
Shout out
I had one
Brian.
of them before. You know, and it's just like there's bad professions everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's bad priests. There's bad nuns. There's bad doctors.
Yes.
Bad doctors are bad. That's bad.
Yes.
You know, there's just bad people everywhere. So you
Yep.
can't say, "Oh my God." Well, that's one out of a few, right? There's
Yep.
one of a lot. There's a lot of people that are putting their lives on the line.
This world's just so full of like animosity. Like, it's just, everybody's just like, we talk about it, misery loves company. So everybody loves to be miserable these days. Like, rather than finding the good in the
Yes.
situation, everybody just
Yes.
loves to find the pity
Let's
party.
bring on
in
the
it.
negative. Let's bring on this. Let's put the spotlight
Yeah.
on the negative instead of the positive.
Yes.
Like, everyone wants to shit on the Wyoming Valley Mall, They're working their balls off over there.
Yeah,
to
they
be
are. You see
better.
their social media. It's on and popping.
She's great. She's
Yes.
great. She does a lot of good jobs, a lot of good work. I know the roads are shitty over there. Everyone knows the roads are shitty
Yeah.
over there. But
The road's been shitty.
You get some asshole from the area that's going to put a bad spotlight on there, share it 1,000,000 times, talk negative about it, and then have the balls to say Wilkes-Barre needs to do better with certain things and better spotlights and be better to the community. On this, and then on the same hand, you're ripping into the mall instead of being there and being like, hey, I know this is going on in the roads, but like look what's inside the mall.
Yes.
Instead of people coming to the mall and seeing what's going on there, but then actually still going to the mall and be like, oh, so what? It turns into from a problem into like kind of a joke. Like they're gonna fix them eventually.
We're
when
pitch
they can.
fested now.
Yeah. Instead of just being like, I don't see them, promoting all the new stores they're opening up in there and all this other stuff. It's just like negative light, close it down.
But like close it down
There's
and do what
thousands
with
of people working there, and it's the
And it just
heart
sits
of
there?
it. It's the heart of it, and it just needs to be
Yeah.
rejuvenated. What do you think, Bri, about the mall?
I mean, they're working on it, right?
Just how nostalgic is the mall for you?
For me, I
Yeah.
remember when that mall.
Oh my God, I missed
That's what
the
I'm
food
talking
court.
about. That's what I'm
The food
talking
court?
The mall
about.
had carpet and people were smoking in there.
Exactly. Me too, bro. Me too. I mean, on the Viewmont Mall, the Steamtown Mall. The Steamtown Mall is where I grew up. At.
Commerce has changed, though. I mean,
I agree.
Look at, we were just talking before we started recording.
Yeah.
Like people are selling stuff on TikTok. They're selling stuff on here. So it's the dynamic of things are changing.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like things change and then they go back.
Right. I just think that there's so many businesses around the mall that there's no reason why they can't be in the mall. So they're working on fixing that problem, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Those big anchor stores are just waiting for somebody to come in there, like a Target. Like I think they offered Target years ago an opportunity to come in there, but Target likes to build their own stuff. So I mean,
Put an MMA school in there.
Good Tree actually looked at
NEP
that. And
MMA coming to you.
the problem with that is you're on the mall hours.
Oh.
Once 8:30, quarter to 9 comes, it's closed. And think about this for an MMA gym.
Yeah.
Are you going to park in the parking lot, walk into the mall for class, and then even more, walk out of that after class when you're fucking sweating, your beard, my beard's everywhere, my face is everywhere. It's not conducive. I don't think it's conducive for maybe for a different school with different hours, earlier hours, something like that. You know what I mean? But there's so many different opportunities, especially those anchor stores. They're bringing a huge arcade in there. You see that? They're bringing in this. I can't think of the name of it right now. I don't want to look it up right now, but they're bringing in an arcade that has all the old cabinets.
Oh, that's cool.
All the old cabinets.
They used to have an
pinballs.
arcade. I remember the arcade next to the Orange Julius.
Yep. Oh God. The food court used to be banging.
Oh my God, they had the best Chinese food.
Yep.
That Chinese restaurant was so good, so good.
So me and Mike are gonna go there. We're gonna take some pictures. We're gonna spotlight the mall more. And the GM, she asked me. She goes, so that does the social media. She goes, what ideas do you have for the food court? I gotta come in there and take a look. Like there's ways to do things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know.
What would you put in the mall?
What do I put in the mall
What,
as
if
far
you
as a
had,
store or food?
Food.
I thought about it for a second. Like, imagine like just different pop-ups in there, kind of the way the Steamtown Mall does. So
Okay.
the Steamtown Mall, have you ever been up there? The market at Steamtown, I think that's the name of it. There's vendors. There's cubbies for like have like some have kitchens in, some have like a stove or something like that. But otherwise, it's just like a cubby, maybe as big as this little area, and you have your little shop there. Whatever you're selling or cooking, right? There's different things there. So. My Scotch sauces go up there a lot. You know what I mean? So they'll have their stand up there, and there'll be a big market area. But John, the guy who owns it, doesn't charge them rent.
Good
He
for
wants
him.
to bring more. He wants to start bringing the people in more and making it more of a community event. You know,
Good
he
for
turned
him.
that mall into what it is now. The anchor stores. So Boscov's is still thriving, and then you're bringing in Geising. You're bringing other things that are going to pay the bills. The aquarium, other big things in there that are still in there. But that's what it's turning into. But the Viewmont Mall, the Wyoming Valley Mall has so many empty anchor stores that there's so much potential for them. There's so much space.
The mall used to be the hangout spot. You'd go up there on like your Friday night. It was either the mall or Movies 14.
Oh, I remember his Movies 14.
Yeah.
I remember all the old movie theaters.
I talk about it all the time.
Up in Dixon
Eric.
City,
Yeah.
there was the Eric movie theater. Now it's a church. Up by the old Kmart. God bless Kmart. But also there was Zachary's Periwinkles. That was the Sky
That's
Zone
funny.
before Sky Zone.
Yeah.
Zachary Periwinkles. I'll firmly believe until somebody changes my mind. I believe they closed because a kid fell off the swing, and that was it.
Wow.
I think that's what happens. You know, remember the swing went around.
Yeah, I don't know though.
I don't know. I don't know the idea of
Yeah.
what happened, but Zach Periwinkle's was like Chuck E. Cheese before its time. But then there was the movie theater next to the mall in Viewmont Mall where the Borders or whatever that bookstore is now. Then down here, I was never at Cinema 14.
Oh, yeah.
By the Wyoming Valley Mall. I remember it, seeing it. I never actually went to a movie in there.
You mean the one in downtown Wilkes-Barre? Like
Oh, I'm sorry. No, there was a movie theater by the mall at one time too.
There was two.
Where was the second one?
You know where the Chinese buffet and
Yeah.
all that
Oh, that
is?
was the movie
That
theater,
was
right?
the movie
Yes.
theater.
Okay,
but
I
then
never
was-
went in there.
There was the
Kiss
outside.
Theater used to be there too. When they
shit.
first started, they were in
Yeah,
the mall.
So that was the old movie theater.
Yeah.
That whole little back section was the movie theater, but then outside of the mall there was a separate movie theater that was all part of it. Where
I do remember that.
where
Yeah.
Chipotle and Chipotle,
Yeah.
Five Guys, where
Oh,
Five
okay.
Guys is.
Oh, wow,
that
there's a
was
movie
a
theater
that was
No
a
shit.
standalone building. That was a standalone building. That was another movie theater, and they knocked that down, and then they built it was the Ground Round for a long time. Was up there.
the
And then
Ground
they knocked
Round
that down,
has
and
some-
then they built all that other shit.
The Ground
Yeah.
Round is supposedly credited for creating like the Monte Cristo, like one of the best Monte Cristo sandwiches in the business back in the day. There's a Ground Round in the Steamtown Mall.
There was.
Yep.
Yeah. I used to go when I worked at Hollister back in like
Yep.
2003.
Then
I
they-
used to go over there all the time on lunch break. And
Let's see those
knock-
pictures,
I was
Brian.
gonna say that-
Let's see the
knock a couple
Hollister
back.
pictures, Brian.
No, that was 150 pounds ago.
Bring the pictures out, bro.
I don't think I have them. Dude. That's
Maybe
the
they're
beauty-
still.
I'm sure your
maybe
wife
they're
does.
still. Maybe they're still on the wall in the back of
Yeah,
the
right.
mall.
That's the beauty of being young before camera phones, bub.
Man, oh man! And then they built the movie theater at the Steamtown Mall, state of the art at the time. Then the mothership came into town, the Cinemark,
Yeah.
The mother.
and that
I
was
love
it.
Cinemark.
I was at the Cinemark opening night, saw Sleepy Hollow, dropped acid for it.
I can't go to the movies anymore.
It
man.
was insane. You ever see that? You ever see Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
Remember the part where he puts the skull back onto his head
Yeah.
and everything starts wrapping around?
Yeah.
I wrapped around me. I was on the
tripping,
ground like this. So
yeah.
I'm like, let me know when it's over. I came back up. Oh, then I saw the movie the next day. Completely different movie.
I can't do the movies anymore, man. They got those seats. Like I'm like 42 years old, dude.
You falling asleep?
You get to recline
Yeah.
back, and it's like,
You know,
Yeah.
I had no idea what the new chairs at Cinemark. I had no fucking idea that you could put the whole entire armrest up.
Yeah.
The one with the cup holders back in the day, the smaller ones,
Yeah.
before now they have the recliners.
yeah.
So the
that's what
whole
I mean.
thing is, I'm just like, the one person she's like, I go, how does this humongous armrest just pick up in there? I was blown away by it. Blown away by it.
That's so funny.
I miss $5 Tuesdays.
They still have it.
I don't know.
I used to go all the time by myself.
Yeah,
on
they have like
Tuesdays.
maybe it's not $5, but it's
Yeah, it
definitely
was
cheap.
Back in the day
Cheaper.
before the Cove,
Yeah.
$5 Tuesdays. I would
The
go.
Cove.
I go by myself because I was off. I used to work whatever. I was off Monday, Tuesdays.
Yeah.
So I think we got off your dance schedule here a little bit.
we went.
We went way
We did.
off. That was a great tangent. That was a great tangent.
Northeast PA shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yes. We were you're dancing in Pooh
With them.
with him. Dancing with Pooh. You're dancing with Pooh. Oh, I don't know Pooh. I don't know Pooh. Oh, Eeyore.
Yep.
Oh, okay, Pooh.
Eeyore's my favorite. Do you have a favorite Disney character?
Yes, I'm a big Winnie the Pooh fan. I love Piglet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have
Um,
a favorite Disney character?
I am not ashamed to admit that I fucking love Ratatouille. And
What a
Okay,
great-
Remy.
it comes on TV, I will watch it.
There was-
it's like
I love that movie, man.
Shawshank Redemption, The Green Mile, Forrest Gump,
Great
Ratatouille.
movies.
Ratatouille.
Great movies.
Yeah.
Ratatouille
Great
comes
movies.
on, fuck it, cancel my plans.
Great
Yeah.
movies.
I'm watching Remy all day long.
I was watching a Disney movie. God, I can't remember it, but the mouse made an appearance in it. I can't think of what it was. I was just recently too.
Zootopia 2.
Yes,
Yeah.
I.
You see how I knew?
I saw that in the movie
Yes.
theater, and I didn't see the first one.
Yeah.
And that Utopia movie, what a great
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
What a great movie. I love Disney. I love the old Aladdin,
Yeah.
The Lion King.
I'm a Tiana fan.
Listen,
Big Tiana fan.
Will Smith.
Princess and the
Say
Frog.
Yes.
say
yeah,
what you want about Will Smith. Will Smith is an unbelievable actor.
yeah.
And he was that Aladdin movie.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. It was some of the live action movies were really, really good, but like nothing beats the cartoons.
No, nothing beats the animated like Pixar original like Toy Story, Monsters Inc. You know, that type of nothing beats that.
There's one cartoon that might be. Did you ever see Sausage Party?
Yes, that is hysterical.
Brian, you ever saw it?
No.
Oh, you gotta see it.
You have to see it. My boyfriend came home and was like, I had it on. He was like,
it's not for kids.
The fuck is this?
It's not for kids.
I know. Is that like Seth Rogen and?
Oh my God!
like
it's
that, right?
it's the Jewish bagel.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. The bagel was the biggest pervert.
It's so insane. It's
Brian,
just like raunchy.
It's insane, bro. It's really is.
Yes.
I remember watching it. I'm like, what the hell? And this kept on getting deeper and deeper.
That's like
and
what
deeper.
Seth Rogen, I think it is. No, not.
Yeah, I think it's Seth Rogen and all his crew.
Yeah, I think so.
And the one thing is eating the juice box.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's a good movie. It's a funny movie.
All right, let's circle back.
Yes.
Let's
lock in.
So I think we are approaching to the point where you got burned out in dancing.
Yeah.
So you came home from Disney.
I did.
What got you to leave Disney? Why'd you leave Disney?
Honestly, my siblings were, having kids, and I was tired of like living through a FaceTime call. Mm-hmm. So there was no option to really come home as frequently as I wanted to, because at that point I'm working 2 jobs. So coming home really wasn't, unless it was for like something important, I wasn't coming home for it. Mm-hmm. And that did something to me. I felt so left out of my own family, even though it wasn't anything they were doing. It just like
you weren't there for.
I wasn't there
literally there for the events.
And like when you come home from like a really hard day, and like there's like some days like like if I live 2 hours away, I could go in, go see my parents for a couple days, go see them for an hour or 2, and reevaluate, and then I can go back. There was none of that, so I had to. The time I had with them was. And when I did come home, I was running to go see this person, then this person, then this person, then this person. So I wasn't even enjoying my time home. And I was just miserable. Like the only thing at that point was I was done dancing with Disney. I was just primarily working at Sky Zone. And the only thing keeping me in Florida was like my best friend at the time that I was living with. And I knew our friendship was strong enough that it didn't matter where I went. So if I moved back home, that was still going to be like my best friend. So it didn't matter to me. So I kind of sat her down and I was like, I'm not happy here. It's expensive. All my money's going to rent and bills, and like I'm not having fun. Like my family's not here. Like I'm literally just waking up, working, coming home, sleeping. Like, and like what kind of life is that? Like even like from our apartment, you can see Magic Kingdom fireworks. So like I wanted to live this luxurious, like lavish life, but that's not happening in this economy by myself. And at that time, so I called my parents and I was like, I want to come home. Like, I'm climbing the corporate ladder. Like, I'm done dancing. I don't want to do this. It's not fun for me. I'm not auditioning. I'm ready to come home. And my dad said, okay. And 2 months later, he drove down with his truck, packed all my shit up, took all my stuff back home. And then 2 weeks later, I came home with my dog. And I've been home for it's about 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so this is so recent then.
Yes, this is still very fresh. Yeah. I'm still enjoying being home. Everybody always asks me like, do you regret it yet? No. There's not an ounce of me that there is. I'm going to tell you right now, I love being a sister. I love being a daughter. I love being a niece. There is no better feeling than being an aunt. I love those kids. Like I birthed them. Mm-hmm. Even like my sister's kids, like my niece, her and I are like 12 years apart. So we're fairly closer in age. Like that's my little buddy. That's my bestie. Like when I'm having a rough day, she's my light at the end of the tunnel. My brother, he has his nephew I'm very close with, Maddox. I've, watched him since he was a baby. My brother, when the school caught on fire, my brother went into full reconstruction mode, like full Bob the Builder mode. He was building from ground up in this place. And I work from home, and thankfully I was able to keep Maddox with me, so I was able to potty train him. We started doing sentences together, started Spanish together. So it was like if I lived in Florida, I would have missed out on that. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have been here for, something so. My brother has been there for all of my pivotal moments. And at that point in time, if I lived in Florida, I wouldn't have been home for that pivotal moment. I wouldn't have been able to be here and support in the way I was doing if I was in Florida.
That happened almost as soon as you got home then, right?
It was only a couple months later.
Yeah. It was almost 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Mm-hmm. But So you think about it then, like I wouldn't have been able to even fly home at a snap of the hat to like get home to him.
Right.
Or to get home to the situation. And, you know, I'm very thankful that I was home, that I was able to do that. And like my sister has, you know, 2 little babies too. So, and they're like, I love they're crazy. We call them the Bash Brothers. They're so funny. They're like literally like little ham hocks. They make me laugh. And they're all so different. Yeah. But I know, and they know when shit gets hard and they get in a tough predicament, I'm the person they call. And that there is no other greater feeling to me than being that safety net for my 2 safety nets. So my siblings are my safety net. I'm their now child safety net. And there is we talk about this like the village. Mm-hmm. It takes a village. A lot of the problems that people are having is there is no village. It's a lot of parents are just doing it on their own, no help. And that's just not possible. Like everybody needs help. Like everybody needs that, like that other oomph to kind of, you know, I'm not saying it doesn't have to be a partner, but it can be an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, a friend, you know, whatever.
Someone that wants to step up.
Somebody that wants to step up and help and be a part of that village. Like I feel like everybody deserves it. And if I could be a part of somebody else's village, I know when I'm ready to grow my village that I'm going to have that same support system because I gave it out. And I believe in whatever you put out comes right back to you in a positive manner.
So you made the right choice coming home.
I did.
I love that.
Yeah, I did.
I'm glad things worked out for you.
I love being home.
Yeah.
There's no other, like, again, people say, oh, you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. No.
I couldn't imagine having a different partner.
Dancing
Stars.
When I saw because I
first time we met was so cool. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
When I saw the poster come out, I was like, you know, like I wasn't there. Obviously, I was working, so I was like doing the whole zoom into everybody's like biography, and I literally had said to my boyfriend, I was like, it'd be so cool. You know, like just to be like, I would get the MMA. Like that would just be so funny to like my brother and like our family and our family business. And like, it was just funny. And then they announced it and I was like, y'all gonna lose now.
And you came down at the gym, you met for the first day.
Yes.
And then my anxiety went away, your anxiety went away. We initially connected. We're like, we're getting along great.
Yes.
I had the attitude where like, I'm coachable.
Yes.
I can be frustrated when I can frustrate my coaches, but I'm coachable.
Yeah.
And I knew that I was going to buckle down, have to listen to you and the routines in my head. Yeah. I'm in the gym last night, cleaning the mats, and I'm doing it in my head. I just need to get the repetition and the speed down, and the more prepared I am for it.
There's going to be no preparing you for like the sound of the crowd. You know, we're not going to give any spoilers, but you're like, there's no way you're not going to hear that. Yeah. So it's electrifying.
Yeah. Like, I feel like I'm going to go into
cardiac arrest
zone mode. It's everything's quiet.
Yes. Yes. You just have to like tunnel in. We talked about the last performance, or the last practice we had, just pick something and stare at it.
Yeah. I think my timing has been off because I wasn't finishing the moves. Yeah. And that could be a 10th of a second. Yeah. But then that 10th of a second
put you off
after every single move. Yeah. Gets to the point where it's a second or two.
Because when you're dancing, especially when we have a very high upbeat mix where it's a lot of go, 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 go.
I get so fucking pumped up for it.
Yeah, you get pumped up where you're like, okay, I just want to go and I just want to do it, but then you're not finishing and it was just But I feel like we like I said, you're coachable. So it's been very easy to kind of the
whole process.
And we've had some help. Shout out Nate, Yeah. He's been a great help to us.
Absolutely.
Christy, his mother, they were a great help.
They were great. We got we always have mat space to train on, which is really nice. Great. And we have we have a lot of good competitors, a lot of great people in the community that are putting their.
It's just awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. And then the Kiss Theater is going to be the real winner.
Yes.
And the kids that train there and coach there. So it's completely nonprofit. So the kids don't pay anything to go there.
I don't know if that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Actually, I actually don't know that.
Me neither, for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason. I actually don't. That's a good question. I don't know that.
So we'll get back to our listeners.
But it is a great, they've been around for, like I said, they used to be at the mall. They've been around for.
They're at the East End Center.
Yes.
Right around the corner.
Yes.
Serpico's happens to be one of my favorite spots. And I run into the team of Conversion Works there all the time. Just so you know, Brian. Yeah. They go there without you.
A lot without me.
Yes. Yeah. You see his face? He brought the microphone right into his face for the comments on this one.
Well, that's
outrageous, Brian. And that's why you should have came to Asada with me the one night.
Well, no, it's not because
but your loyalty was there.
Because that
you can't.
No, I don't. I don't want to say it. I'm not a fan.
What don't you like about it?
Hot take.
You know my thoughts on some pizza slice places.
Okay.
I've always been pretty upfront about
Yeah.
But when it does come to pizza places, if I don't like the pizza, you need the next best thing,
Yeah.
which is a buffalo chicken hoagie
Okay.
with fried chicken.
Okay.
Anybody that does buffalo chicken hoagies without fried chicken, stop.
Agreed.
If
So they
you're,
use,
if
yeah,
you're,
I agree too.
if you're out there and you're listening and you're a pizza place that doesn't have one of those,
Get it.
why?
Yeah. And where I'm,
Put it on the menu
I know
now.
I said it once before, but I also serve fucking hot French fries.
I hate thinking about eating lunch, because I hate thinking about what I have to eat. But
Yeah.
I will say that when I can't think, I'll go up the road to Aldo's up here.
Oh, okay.
Pretty solid buffalo.
Try that out.
hoagie.
Did you see my cheesesteak review from Luca?
I saw you putting ketchup on it.
Well, okay. Did you see the review before that?
Is that not? You're like anti-ketchup on a
Don't-
cheesesteak?
If you put it on your ketchup, you put ketchup on your cheesesteak,
ketchup on
don't
your
defend
cheesesteak?
yourself. It's okay.
You don't have to defend yourself.
Don't defend
No,
yourself.
I was
It's
just
okay.
curious. Is that like
it's,
an ick?
Well, so like
People think it's the worst thing in the world.
You know, like when you're growing up and your mom makes
Here we
the
go.
minute steaks and
Here we
shit,
go.
like
Here we
those little
go.
guys, ketchup on those.
Why?
perfectly fine.
Why on there and not the good steak? The difference.
Because it's not good steak.
But it tastes great though.
I feel like that's a very good take though, because there are some cheesesteaks where I'm like, okay, this needs a little sauce. Like I need something like, but then there's other cheesesteaks where like they're just so
Yeah, but
melty and
ketchup
chewy
isn't
and
sauce
juicy.
though. But think about ketchup on that
Ketchup
one.
is ketchup. You could put like wing sauce on a cheese.
Why would you-
That's safe.
It's the same. So it's okay to put this. It's okay to put this sauce on
But
there,
not that
but not this
sauce.
sauce on here.
Foo fight.
For fun. I know people get fired up for it, so I fucking do it. I was dipping.
Yeah.
Angelo sold out of cheesesteaks, basically buns, 2 days in a row.
His food is so good.
He said, Brian, I normally go through 4 cases of buns. I went through 12 the last 2 days.
Yeah, when
Food fight.
one of the days,
Food fight.
one of those days that my wife and I got out without the kids, and I burned a day off here. Like we
Yeah.
went and got, was it like a Chipotle chicken cheesesteak or something like that with like that long hots on it? Oh,
Angelo does. So now Dino's over in the mall is
Mm-hmm.
owned by his brother Peter. Peter's like, you're going to come do a cheesesteak review here. And no one's better. I go, you can't pit me against the brothers. This isn't
Yeah.
Godfather,
That's a
you know?
good deal though. What did they do? They were doing like $10 cheesesteaks the other day. Like
Were they?
16-inch, $10.
Oh, yeah, they're
cheesesteaks. You
bastard.
can't
Yeah, they don't
beat
fuck
that,
around.
man.
They don't fuck around.
Yeah.
If you're going to advertise a cheesesteak, review a cheesesteak. Review
Yeah.
a cheesesteak.
Yeah,
So we ready for next Saturday?
I am. Are you ready?
I'm ready for next Saturday.
I hope they're ready.
I'm
We should.
really-
I
I'm
hope
really
everybody
looking
else is
forward-
ready.
Or this Saturday, whatever date we're doing. So
It'll be exciting. There's a lot of good crews.
Mhm.
There's a lot of good. Jess and them have been promoting like crazy.
yeah, they have.
So, and
Yeah,
I'm
they
excited to see what they
Shout
do.
out to the Cornerstone Pub Pizza, a pub and eatery over in Plains. You ever go there, Brian?
I have not.
I went there. Ray's parents own it.
Okay.
She's Jessica's partner.
Mhm.
And her mother and her brother's boyfriend own it, excuse me. And we went there for that fundraiser,
Mm-hmm.
and I had the round pizza. It was amazing. I had the pagash pizza. I would think about the pagash pizzas as I had it. But the gentleman, I'm so sorry, I can't remember his first name. He comes out of the kitchen. It's Ray's mother's boyfriend. He comes out of the kitchen. And in the night, I go, he looks familiar. I go, you one of the pizza makers? He goes, yeah, I'm one of them. And I'm looking at him. He goes, you look familiar. I go, I do that food fight stuff. He goes, no, I know that. He goes, that's not it. I'm looking at him. Now, normally I always say, I used to be at the dealer at the casino. Most people know me
Yeah.
from the casino. I'm like, I used to be at the that's where I know you're from. I'm looking at him. I go, holy shit. I go, you were one of the nicest blackjack players I've ever dealt to in my entire life at the casino. This guy was really, really nice guy.
Yeah.
And then I didn't deal with him a lot because I've been gone for a long time. But like seeing and reconnecting with people like that, I love
Yeah.
that. But great competition. It's going to
Yes.
be this Saturday, March 28th,
Yes.
starting at 7 o'clock. We'll be
Yes.
there all day.
Yes, we will.
And we'll be on stage about 9 o'clock. What do you think?
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember last year how long it. I don't
neither.
remember. I don't really remember what time. I was also fairly upper in the lineup last year. I think we were like 4 or 5. So this year we're a little bit further down. I'm excited about that because, like when I always say I said to you I want it to be after intermission because there is an intermission where people go and they get drinks and they
Yes.
get snacks and. There's not saying that like we have a forgettable dance, but like they're gonna see 5 more dances.
I get it. We're going to leave that impression. I got my plan for the judges.
Yeah.
Be ready.
We hope you're ready.
We'll wake up.
Yep. And if you're not woken up, you
Yep.
will be then by
I
the
figure
time he gets on stage.
by the 9th one, I'm going to have to remind them just to wake up just a little bit.
Yeah.
That's going to be a blast.
Yeah.
We'll share a routine with Brian when we're off the air.
Yeah. You want to see it live?
Sure, why not?
All right.
You got to mention your cookies too.
Oh yes.
I forgot to mention the cookies.
We're gonna do an off-air review as well.
Yeah.
But on the table here we have Golden Bites cookies. One of our students, Nate, at the school, her mother makes these. So her website, her site is on Instagram. So right here, Golden Bites cookies on Instagram. They make stuffed cookies, artisan New York style cookies, I believe they are.
They're gorgeous.
All of our
beautiful.
cookies are freshly baked at home using carefully selected ingredients and lots of love.
Perfect.
Your orders help support a small business and a big dream. And for that, we are incredibly grateful. I ate the s'mores one last night, but we're going to do, you want to eat a Cookie Monster?
Sure.
Let's do a Cookie Monster review. Brian, do you mind recording on my phone for me?
I can.
While we record on the cameras as well?
It's
Maybe
kinda
he's
my
smacking
thing.
my lips on this
Huh?
thing.
It's kind of my thing.
Okay. So you could do that. So like we're going to record this here. Perfect.
Do I look like a toe?
You say a toe or a toad? All right. So me and Heather are going to taste test. This is the Cookie Monster cookie. Now, some of these cookies do need to be in the microwave to get a little heat in there, like the s'mores one. Fucking forget about it, right? But they can also be eaten this way. So we'll go into it, give a little cut. What side do you want here?
I'll take the Oreo side.
I'm going to cut my fingers off. You want the Oreo side?
Yeah.
All right. So we got, look what's going on in there. We got the Oreo cookie. My fingers are all over it. That's okay.
Wow.
Look at that.
What do you got going on in yours there?
We got the chocolate chip cookie on top.
Chocolate chip cookie on top.
Yep. Looks. I actually have the description in my phone, which is in Brian's hand. So we'll get back to it in the comments on that one. But this is all about
Cheers.
cheers to our victory
To our victory on Saturday.
and Saturday.
Chunk.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, they're soft.
The outside was not soft, but the inside.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the best bite right there. Cookies. Cookies. The poor Cookie Monster. All he wants to do is eat cookies.
All I wanted was a cookie.
You ever see the this Family Guy parody? Cookie Monster?
This is good. There's like a cookie inside it. So does your side have the Oreo in it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's tough.
You have the chocolate chip in there?
Yeah. It
Oh,
looks
no
like that's
shit.
what's inside of it. That's crazy. And like I love the blue. Like it's like a not a weird blue.
So is it like a blue belt level?
Oh, it's over a blue. It's
what's the level?
It's definitely over a blue belt. I mean, this is a stuffed cookie on the food fight set. Black belt level cookie.
There you go.
It's a cookie.
No,
Black
this is
belt
a
level
10 out
cookie.
of 10.
All right.
These are absolutely amazing. So again, this is on Instagram. So a Golden Bites is tagged in there. Order online. Small business, local community. That's what it's all about on the food fight. Ready?
Jeez. He's dying.
Arms up.
Ready to start? That was died on that one, but we are going to be eating some more cookies. Looking lean for our dance. So cheers. Food fight.
Food fight.
Signing out. I almost choked on the cookie.